kind of hypothetical, nigga. You gotta fight this bitch to the death.
You gonna fight her to the death, or you gonna fuck her, bro?
Yeah, which
You
one,
gonna
bro?
fuck her?
Okay, you don't gotta fight her to the death,
poke.
but you gotta remove one of her limbs. You gotta put one of her limbs out of service.
That's fine.
You gotta cut that bitch off.
How the fuck do you do
That's
that?
fine.
Anything off limits, legitimately, that like just
Like,
just name a
no,
subject.
just like overly gay shit.
Well, we're gonna have to respectfully decline
All
that.
right, so, I don't know, man. I don't know if you
Overtly
saw.
gay shit is sort of our cream de la creme in this motherfucker.
I don't know if you saw the fine print, buddy, but
You lost those rights when you walked in.
yeah, you already
But
signed.
yeah.
Yeah, just by being on camera, you verbally signed a contract.
Yeah,
so.
this is welcome to the overtly
This shit
gay
worse.
show.
This shit worse than death row.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the podcast.
There you go.
All right, guys. So welcome back to My Black Friends, everybody, where you get two black friends for the price of one. I'm
That's
Steve,
And I'm Roosevelt.
and this is My Black Friends. Welcome to the show. Yeah, I love doing that intro. I've never done that before. It actually felt kind of cool. I see why Alonzo does it.
It felt fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't have the same energy as Alonso, though.
Right.
But, you feel me? I try to make it work, though. You
Right.
know, you getting the real. This is raw material. Right
Hell
here.
yeah.
This is raw me.
Roosevelt's in this bitch. He's getting really accustomed to the podcast. You were telling me you've gotten, you're starting to be more excited when you can go back and watch the episodes.
Yeah, because it's funny as hell when I go back and look at some of the dumb shit I be saying. It'd be like, okay, yeah, that was pretty funny.
Speaking of things that are really funny, man, we have a guest today. So we actually have another guest. We haven't done a guest since the 9/11 special, but this guy, really close black friend of mine. Let me just tell you a quick story about him before I introduce him. So this guy, I met him by playing football. We were on the football team together. And I remember, like, I wasn't necessarily, like, too sure about him. Like, I thought he might be a piece of shit for a while. Until there was one cold day where we were playing football together. And this guy, like, really late after a punt return, he just ran up and he cleaned my shit up. Like, he slammed into me, knocked me the fuck out. Like, I was literally pancaked on the ground. But it was like 10 seconds after the fucking play ended, right?
Yeah.
And
disrespectful.
this guy, our next guest, he fucking walked up and pushed the guy and told him to fuck off. Because it was, it was actually pretty raw. I was pretty excited about it. So then at that moment, I felt like I was in a sitcom, like I was like Malcolm in the Middle or some shit. And
That's
this
how you
nigga
get a
just saved me.
friend.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? That's really a good guy. He's a lifelong friend. So anyway, welcome to the show, Ahmad Ingram. That's our nigga. What's up, Ahmad? How you doing, bro?
How you doing, everybody?
Yeah,
How you doing?
we're doing good, bro.
Appreciate you
Smooth.
having me.
So what you drinking on over there, man?
Oh, some nice tequila, man.
Hell yeah. So we're all drinking tequila.
Some nice tequila.
Yeah, we figured this is a time to celebrate, man. How
That's
do you
right.
know? Oh, Roosevelt knows Ahmad too, man. How'd you
Yeah.
meet him?
I met him through football, too. You know?
He cracked your
Shit.
ass a few times, right?
Nah, I wouldn't
We
say
used to go at it in practice.
Yeah, we used to go
really,
at it, though.
really nice competition.
Yeah. You feel me?
He definitely
he's
made me fucking work.
Yeah, we made each other work. We made
Wrestling
each other
too.
That's a good team,
Wrestling too, honestly.
Yeah,
Wrestling
yeah.
too. Yeah.
So you feel me? And we was cool ever since. When we first met each other, it was a vibe.
Right.
You feel me? And yeah.
And that was fucking what?
That was
Had to be
freshman
8
year.
years ago.
Yeah.
Nine.
Freshman, sophomore year. It was definitely freshman year, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And then I met you, I think, sophomore year.
And since then, we've all done a lot of different shit. Like we've all kind of taken different paths. Ahmad actually, what'd you end up doing after high school? Like you worked security for a while, right?
Yeah, so like right after high school, I left Texas. I left. I'm sorry. I left and moved to Texas.
Right.
Still trying to figure out like the school shit.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was gonna be my path, my journey, but it fucking
Everybody
wasn't.
did, sort of.
Yeah. So really that and going down the path of working security. I was just working like bullshit, like clubs and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't 21, so I couldn't legally carry a gun.
Right.
So I was working the trashiest fucking places that would even pay me for me to get the experience.
Places where they just need somebody to
Yeah.
stand around.
Literally, just needed a body, bro.
Yeah.
Just
And,
be in danger.
Like someone to soak up the bullets.
Yeah.
No, seriously, crash dummy 2 fucking.
Did you ever get shot at?
Oh, for sure, definitely got shot at.
You didn't get shot though.
No,
Right?
but got shot at.
Okay.
Yeah,
How'd you avoid the bullets? Did you like have to duck and dance?
I mean, You know, shit. Covered.
He got the hood sense. He's like Spider-Man.
But
shit
honestly, like the worst,
like dodgeball.
you know, the worst jobs I ever worked were like those jobs that didn't pay shit. That was paying like fucking $10, $15 an hour, and I was working at this bullshit ass strip club or this horrible ass fucking apartment building that shouldn't even been open anymore.
What kind of people do you meet doing security at a strip club?
The local pimps, hoes, shit, the local artists, of course, and then even people bigger than local artists,
Right.
You know, those nationally known people come in,
Right.
the local strippers.
Who's
you
the
know.
most famous dude you ever saw at a strip club?
I don't know, probably.
Oh, you can't say.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I've seen so many different.
Oh, I
types of
thought
people.
you meant
gotta
like you
think,
didn't. I
like-
thought you didn't want to say it because
Oh
he
no,
might
like
shoot
I've
your
seen
ass.
all
Who's the
different types of
coolest?
people, from
Yeah.
Drake to Gucci to
Ooh, cool. Drake's
all
pretty
types
good.
of
Okay, well,
people.
Drake is probably the most famous one. Let's
Yeah.
go ahead and just assume it was
both
Drake.
of those, Drake and Gucci, are both
Yeah.
up there. That's,
Yeah.
that's good
Top
ones.
dogs.
One of the most like down to earth people though was like Michael Vick.
If you had to,
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Mike
he was in a
Vick's
strip
cool.
club.
Michael Vick,
Yeah,
you ever eaten dogs with him?
I was
Shut the
lucky
fuck
thinking
up.
I was like trying.
He was
like,
chill. It
hoping
was
he
him. It was
wouldn't.
him and his wife. It was
Yeah.
just him and his wife and some friends.
Eee.
It was like he was super chill. Like I wasn't expecting him to be like that. Shit, honestly humble. Like he's super cool guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a pretty
Awesome.
big
Yeah.
fan of dogs, but I still would say you can't really be upset about dog fighting for more than 10 years. I think 10 plus years. You know,
I mean, they
it's-
tried to fry his ass. Well done. Right?
yeah, he really did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like supposedly like his fucking family that was like running that shit? And
No, yeah, it was.
It was like-
it was cousins and old friends. And
Yeah,
it
it was just his
a lot of
property.
fucked up shit going on.
I
But
actually
he-
don't know anything about the Michael Vick case.
Yeah,
I just remember
neither.
how much they shit on him in the news back when I was
Yeah,
younger.
and then now, I mean, he's all over. He's doing like sportscasting.
he's
and-
back on NFL. Yeah,
Yeah,
on the network.
back on ESPN, the same fucking network that blackmailed his ass.
Right. He
So
got
humble.
Blackball.
canceled. He got canceled,
Yeah.
but I think he made a comeback.
Yeah.
No,
Sometimes
for
it's
sure.
possible. Yeah.
For
You know,
sure.
actually, I think this guy. You know, we had a video coming up. I think this guy probably is gonna get canceled pretty soon.
How soon do you think?
Probably already. I see this video has been blocked.
Oh, I remember this.
You see
seen
this?
this
thing?
already?
Well, let's break it down. Let's break
I
it
remember
down.
this. This is pretty explicit.
Explicit.
Call the fucking police right now. I know you saw it. She need me in the stomach. Good.
We're gonna contact them.
Shorty tweaking.
Where's my seat? Where's 25A?
That's a face tag.
First of all, this motherfucker. Yeah, exactly. This motherfucker tatted up on his
Right.
face, bro, and he's got the Burger King
Yeah.
Burger, and then I seen that too. I'm like, all right, this nigga a bum. He got a fucking Burger King.
This
Right
Motherfucker
on a
a
plane.
blood.
He brought
On a
that shit from the
plane.
airport, bro.
What if
Come
he?
on.
What if he's fucking out here bopping? What if he's really bloody like that? Look at that red bandana.
That'd be hilarious.
Hey,
I
at least
wouldn't
he's got a
expect
mask on, man. He's following protocols. You can't really be upset with him.
Bro, he's the
Fuck
king of his
protocols.
world right now. What do you think he ate?
He probably ate. He probably went in the bathroom and ate his own shit before this.
He
He's
just
just
stole the
in there
ad.
demolishing a pile of his own shit.
He stole the Burger King. He
Yeah.
said it was his birthday.
So for anyone not watching, this is a guy that's having a freak out on a plane. So some of you might.
What
have
does he
seen
look like though, Steve?
it. He's got a face. He's an older white man with a face tat and long ass flowy hair.
To the shoulders.
The Gucci tat at that.
Bro, he's got, it looks like an ice
It
cream,
do look
right?
like that shit.
Oh, he's got a look. You know, there's no way he has a little ice cream cone. That would be hilarious.
Bro,
It's
it
either
looks just like we'll
it's
find out.
something. It's like a tree or some
It's
shit.
right where you like where Gucci's. If you know what Gucci Mane look like, he's got the ice cream tat on.
Yeah.
He's got like this big fucking oblong. It looks almost like a blade or some shit. It looks like even more badass than an ice cream cone, honestly.
Right.
This motherfucker's just and he's wearing a pink shirt like Killer Cam would. Low key, I
Please
feel like
watch
this
this.
motherfucker's from L.A.
All right. Let's see it.
25A. Why did she just knee me in the stomach?
Because you deserve it.
Yes, she did.
Because you deserve
Did you
it.
get that on camera?
You deserve it. You deserve it.
Excuse me, I'm part West African. I can say nigger.
Whoa.
All right. Was not expecting that shit. All
He
right.
said,
Hey,
I can say
He
nigga.
said it loudly
Yo,
too. He
this
was like,
motherfucker's West African. Now we
Yeah.
know.
This nigga had a Whopper Jr. Then got on that plane.
He started throwing
Saying some
down
shit like
everything.
Nah, he probably had a bacon Whopper Jr. or
The
he had,
bacon
Oh, he had a
there.
little bacon
yeah,
on it.
with a
gave
little
him
small fry.
Right. Now he feeling himself and shit. He want
Hell.
to say he can say nigga on the plane, huh? Okay.
Oh, I am West African.
Yeah, that's not how that.
Let's see
fucking
what
This is
else.
awesome. Anytime he wants.
You need me in the stomach. I want to press charges.
Nobody.
Take your shit and get the fuck out of my seat. Kick that nigger bitch off the plane.
Wow. Nigger bitch, huh?
Damn.
God,
You see that smile he did after that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this motherfucker is disturbed. Bro.
Right.
That was.
Wow.
He's like, ooh, I just did a oopsie.
He's like, I did, yeah, I did that
Bro,
shit.
he's hard.
Yeah.
He's hard.
That
right
face
now.
tattoo really shows how hard this dude is. Really, the face tat and the fucking long hair.
It looks like a serpent. You want to play that back? You want to hear him say that shit? Let's just go ahead and. So much
Yeah.
confidence.
That's not
that
his
mean,
first time.
That when a white person say nigga like that mean they've said it before.
Yeah, no
Oh
doubt
well,
about
clearly
it.
he
Used to
just said
say
he's
that
West
shit.
African.
Yeah,
He's allowed to say it.
He's dropping his hood.
Where? I didn't
He's
know
dropping.
that.
Duh, he dropped his hood rosies. All right.
Right. Okay.
Kick that nigger bitch off the plane.
Look at him.
Bro,
His ass.
Hold on.
Wow.
Y'all ain't quite catch the smirk he gave.
I saw
bro,
it, bro.
that
yeah.
smile.
He
Jim
looked over
Carrey
like,
ass.
bitch.
Like he was so pleased
He's
with
like,
himself.
yeah, I said that.
He's like, yeah, I'm doing this
I
on
said
camera.
that.
Yeah, what's up?
Wow.
Yeah, I hate niggas.
The
That's
wife and the
wild,
kids are
y'all.
gonna be so proud.
No,
of
they're
me.
probably really, really excited about this. Honestly,
white-
anyone that would
Bro.
marry this guy probably loves hearing the word nigger. You
Yeah,
know,
for sure.
yeah,
Just
they're at
turns them
home
on.
with another
Ex-slave
king. They're with the
masters.
queen hat on right now.
just flicking their little bean.
Yeah,
Their
just
little
eat,
racist
eat
beans.
some
Little
$1.50
bean.
chicken nuggets just going in.
Having some tingy zingers from Walmart.
I thought that was a Teddy Fresh button up he had on.
Bro, this
Flies.
motherfucker
Bro,
weirdly
he's
fly in the
wild,
pink
bro.
shirt. Bro, yeah, like what's
He's
going on?
literally wild.
Is there so Ahmad, you've seen this?
Yeah, no, this is not my first time seeing
Oh,
it.
this
What's,
this
what-
gets
so-
more wild?
have you ever seen anything more like racist than this? Have you met anybody like more racist than this in your exploration, in your travels? Anyone screaming
no,
like nigger bitch?
not so like
Because you live in the South. So.
like I've seen some indirect shit,
Mm-hmm.
but not like. And when I was working security, I've had people that were, you know, like I knew they were racist, like
Right.
especially some of like the families and shit I was working around.
Right.
Like you can tell that they weren't too comfortable being around somebody black. They just didn't say verbally
Yeah.
nigger, you know, but like
But they were thinking.
but no, for sure.
See it in their eyes.
Honestly, like I lived in Texas for years, but I've experienced racism in like other places, honestly, like Alabama.
What's the worst direct racism you've experienced? Because like personally, I always like to think that I'm pretty blessed because like I mean I grew up as an Oreo, so I never really dealt with racism too much because
Right.
people are like, oh, he's one of the good ones, you know.
He's
So,
one of the good ones.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a problem for me. But I hear from like Roosevelt and shit that
Right.
racism is, you know, it happens.
I mean,
in
you
real
could
life
really
sometimes.
just feel it, bro. Like shit, we was in the gym earlier, bro. We walked in,
Yeah.
the whole energy just fucking changed. I
And
mean, we were in fucking Elmhurst though. I mean,
I just got called a nigga like 2 months ago in that same
What?
location.
Oh, yeah?
It
Was
wasn't
he-
at the gym though.
Was he
This
wearing a
on
Burger
some-
King hat though?
Nah, he wasn't on, he wasn't
Hold
on
on,
the same shit.
in the
dude.
gym?
No, not in the gym.
He might have been West
I'm about to
African.
say I would have a
Yeah,
free
you
gym
didn't-
membership because
did
I'm
you
turning
ask
that
Oh
bitch
yeah, it
up.
would have been over with then. This was just on some me driving out the parking lot, and then I see this nigga walking. So you feel me? I'm being polite and letting him pass, and then he was like, "Thanks, nigger," and I was
Whoa.
like, it didn't process until I
Bro.
drove because I was looking for some
What?
shit at the same
You
time.
were
That's the
being
whole
nice.
reason I stopped because I was looking through my car for some shit, and I stopped, and then he said that shit, and I'm still looking for my shit, and then it hit me. I'm like, did he just call me a nigga? And I'm like, hey, what? And he just kept walking into the store with his bitch ass.
You should have got out the car and fucked him
Nah,
up, bro.
I ain't want to do too
Man.
much.
You could have caught a case on that. He said the no
God.
word.
Yeah, he said the no word. His ass was a hoe.
Did he have a smile like this guy?
I honestly, I think
was
he had
inside.
sunglasses on. He had sunglasses with he had a dirty ass button up, kind of similar to that. And he had long hair too, which is kind of.
But shit with police though, the most like direct I can say was I had a situation with the police before.
The system.
What happened?
I was like in the East Texas, and anybody ever tell you, if you're ever driving through Texas, anybody that's hearing this, if you're of the black African American descent,
I like how you're whispering this.
if you are of the black African American Fuck it, any kind of minority.
Right.
Yeah,
Goddamn
if you're colored.
do not drive through East Texas.
That's
Like
Jim Crow.
East Texas is crazy, bro.
They're still on that Jim
I was
Crow
actually
shit.
driving to Chicago. I lived in Houston at the time, and I was driving home for a break. And the person I was driving with doesn't even smoke weed. So this is how I knew. I was trying to psych myself out. Like, man, maybe it was me, but it's how I know this wasn't no bullshit.
Right.
Person I was with don't smoke no kind of weed.
It wasn't
Didn't
tripping.
have no weed in his car.
Mhm.
Got pulled over. Ended up getting pulled out the car. They searched the car. I waited on the fucking side of the road of a back road interstate for fucking like 2 hours, damn near, waiting for the rest of the cops to come. Mind you, this is fucking December in Texas.
Sucks.
It doesn't get cold in Texas.
Yes,
does
it doesn't get cold, but when you're going north, obviously, you know, in Texas, the temperature changes.
Right.
You don't got a jacket.
It's like 8, 9 in the morning, like at this time.
cold.
It's
So it's
cold,
chilly
bro.
as
Like
fuck.
it's dewy as fuck outside,
Right.
and I got a tank top on.
Oh,
We on the side of the road,
cold, yeah.
freezing.
Damn.
The fucking town is actually called Texarkana.
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 That sounds racist.
Yes.
Sounds like they do some kind of
It's-
black magic. in that
Magic, right?
bitch.
Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say shit.
They
Texas
didn't
magic.
even like the way I know was bullshit. Like any other time I ever got pulled over and taken into the fucking police. They tow your fucking car. They didn't even tow our
What?
car. They put us in 2 separate police cars, and then the sergeant drove that bitch back to the station. Like he drove that bitch himself.
Damn.
And
What
shit,
the fuck?
the individual I was with was in the car in front of me. I was in the last car. The other car was in the middle, the car that we were driving in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Got that bitch to the station, took everything out the car, dropped the gas tank, everything.
Damn. So they took that
What?
bitch
Bro,
apart.
everything.
They
Took that
thought you
bitch
guys were
apart.
smuggling.
Took that bitch apart, bro.
Okay, I
Damn.
see.
And then they put us in like a back, holding cell. And it was one person in the jail. It was one of those small town jails. When you first walked in, it felt like I was in like a fucking Saw movie. Like I'll never forget this. Like I don't know how spiritual everybody is, but I literally started praying, bro. I swear
feel
to
that.
God,
That's
like
a good
I just,
situation to pray.
I'm
in.
just like so much shit going through my head, bro. And I
Yeah.
probably was like maybe 20. I had maybe just turned 21, maybe 20 at the time.
Was this your first time being put in a cell?
No.
But the
Put in a
worst.
cell under these circumstances, yes.
That shit seems scary.
And in a cell in this type of environment, yes.
Mhm.
Like I been in like a city jail and shit before, like back home,
Right.
but
not in the middle of
and
nowhere.
no, fuck no,
Right.
no.
That's
I
wild.
was terrified,
That
bro.
sounds scary shit.
First walk in, they got like all of the recent police chiefs on the wall look like fucking straight slave masters. And then they took us to the back. It was one guy in the
Kingsman.
cell. He was a skinhead. Like he's in a orange jumpsuit, everything like in there. So they put us in a cell, and I'm like, hold on, like y'all finna search the car. Like we need to watch y'all search that motherfucker. Like
Right.
first thing that came to my head was like, bro, they finna stash
Plant some shit. Yeah.
And I'm in a small town, bro. No, I probably would never be fucking heard of again. Like it's too much shit happening. And this was years ago. Obviously, imagine what's happening now.
Right.
And they finally let us go. After hours,
What happened to
hours,
that fucking car? Did
bro.
they fix it? What
and
happened?
then like they, they put everything back,
Okay.
of
alright.
course. But
That's impressive.
as far as like our bags and everything like that, shit, our bags, clothes was everywhere.
Shit was
Like
just
we had to
thrown
pack our
around.
shit back up. Yeah, it was just a straight violation. Worse than fucking anything the fucking TSA could ever do to you.
Yeah.
Anything, but I don't give a fuck.
Fuck
Border
the
Patrol and not
TSA.
even doing this shit.
Man, the TSA kind of pisses me off sometimes because like I'll put so much fucking effort into packing my bag, and then they'll just come over like, hey,
And
go
just
ahead
shit
and
on your shit.
let me take all of this shit out, and then you can just put it back in there
In
this
front of
corner.
Like,
everybody.
bitch,
yeah.
It took me fucking 2.5 hours.
Like, you know how hard it was to get this bitch to
and I
zip?
pack in days sometimes, like,
Right.
Right.
or I wait till the last minute.
Well, I
It's two
travel
things
I
do.
with a backpack only, so it's like, filling up a backpack and trying to
It's a bag.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the
That
worst.
shit is difficult, bro.
Yeah, it's hard as
Yeah.
fuck, especially when shit's like organized and then what they want to take out and check is like a camera or some shit or a battery. So
Bullshit.
it's all the way at the bottom.
Total
Gotta
bullshit.
take everything out.
I don't know. The
That's just-
racism is wild, bro. Like, I mean, growing up, like, I'm born and raised in the hood, of course, but my mom later moved us to the suburbs. And me personally, I think that that's the worst thing that you could ever do to a young black kid. Me personally.
Would you agree with the phrase, you can leave the hood, but the hood doesn't leave you?
Yeah, I definitely believe that.
But you
But
said that from movies, Steve.
No, I
like
just
some shit you heard. In,
no,
like,
I just
no,
kinda,
that
I just kind of made that
that
up.
shit's real.
It just I just
it's prolific.
no,
it
it's
definitely
more
hits.
of a fact that I live by. How about that? It's more
No,
like
it's definitely for real.
you can tell I was never in
Man,
the
you
hood.
ain't West African
Right.
hood.
Right.
Man, Steve, you ain't West African, bro.
Yeah, I was never ever hood. So, I never I just was always suburban. So, I can kind of relate to hood shit though these days.
I don't know. I just think the suburban life. So yes, it can help your kid. I get it. He can be exposed to he or she can be exposed to certain things that they have maybe never got a chance to see. I get that. But when you put them into an environment that they're the only fucking one, that is that's death, bro. And I was telling your dad earlier, when I was younger, me and my brother were the only fucking one in the school district for at least 2-3 years before people actually started moving to Westchester.
Wait, you were the only black people?
Bro, in the fucking school district, bro. My brother went to fucking the intermediate school at the time. I was in primary school.
Right.
It was, bro, sprinkle. I'm not gonna say the only one, but I can definitely count on one hand.
So how did you
maybe I'm 1 of 5.
How did you
I hated that shit.
Did you learn how to code switch at a young age?
At a very young age, but I seen my mother also do it too at a very young age.
Right.
With working with
sometimes
different
she'll
jobs
just start
and
talking
shit.
to you like a little white boy.
So I saw the, I don't want to say the importance of it, but I saw,
I mean, it is important.
the need to be able to adapt.
Right.
Yeah.
I seen that. And now to this day, I can say, especially, and it's helped me a lot when I started working security, you can put me in any environment. I can be with the drug dealers and killers and be comfortable, as well as I can be with the executives of a Fortune 500 company.
I feel like you can probably put me in front of the drug dealers, but not the killers. I don't know if I was. I don't know. I don't really. Are you fucking with the killers?
I mean, shit.
Right next to
Look,
him.
whatever you
Most
do,
of
you
them be
do.
cool
Right
as
next
fuck,
to him.
bro.
Yeah, most of them they down to earth. Shit, they didn't see.
And I mean, honestly, when I started working security, some people that hire you, they'll ask you, are you comfortable in this environment? Because this is what the fuck my client is before they hire you. So it's just but I saw that being able to soon be to my advantage. It was damn, I could be in any environment. I could be with the white folks. I can be with folks that selling crack that do music.
I have noticed that a lot about you. You are good at fitting with crowds.
No
you
matter
are,
what they
anytime
are.
I see you in every time I see you in a situation I've never seen you in, I can tell that you always adapt socially. And that's pretty, cool.
I will say, I thank my mom for doing that. I will say, but just as having a young mind, being a young kid at that age, that was tough, bro. That was really, really tough. But of course, most parents think it's I got to get them out the hood, get them to the suburbs. It's gonna be better for them,
right?
And I don't know.
But maybe it was better for you in a certain way.
It was in a certain way. Maybe I'm just starting to see it now as an adult.
Yeah, well, because you have to wait until you're an adult for all that shit to really matter. Being articulate and because you're very articulate. That's something I've noticed recently. Being articulate really helps when you're having more conversations. And as a kid, you're not having conversations. People are telling you shit. They're talking to you.
There's no need to even problem solve anything. As a fucking child.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I mean, except your homework, but I mean that's just bullshit. Eventually you get tired of doing your homework. I think.
Or you just not doing how I did.
Yeah.
that shit.
Right.
Never even did homework.
Right. What's homework?
Why would I work at home? That doesn't even make sense.
So I got to do this with y'all here all day. Then I got to
go home and do some more shit.
Right.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that, man. It's too much.
And that weeds on to, I don't have kids now, but me not wanting to raise my kids in the traditional school system.
I don't either. I would be interested in having my kids homeschooled in a way.
For sure.
Homeschooled in a way, if I get to choose specifically the teachers, and then I can also choose the kids that they're with.
The curriculum too, though.
Yeah. Well, I would want, of course, I would want to choose the curriculum. I want to choose what they learn. And, but for the most part, I think it's the people that they're surrounded by and their families that's important. I don't want my kid to be influenced negatively by like bullshit cultures. Like I don't want like bullshit culture to become like you know, like because if a kid is at school all day and say like everyone at school is doing something, like they're all watching this show or they're all, you know, reading this book, not like through the school, but like all the kids are doing it independently at home. I wouldn't want my kid to like fall into some kind of weird culture that's, you know, I guess not necessarily aligned with like my values or my intentions.
I was just talking about with.
You're not talking into the mic.
I'm sorry. As you can tell, I don't do interviews pretty often.
Right.
But yeah, no, I have a fucking family member. It's the same fucking way. Like he goes to a minority based school now. That's not in the best area, of course.
Right.
Parents move. Well, one of the parents moved into one of the best school systems. And his dad seems to think that that's not a good deal for him to change schools. And he's already influenced by who he's around, just like what you said. Mm-hmm. And we all fucking know that that's not him.
Right.
Like we all know, everybody. So it's just like either you make this choice now or this might be fucking his life, honestly.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
But that's the same thing, though, when you think about it. Like, if a kid goes to a school in the hood, then you have to imagine that, well, they're being influenced by things in the hood, and those things are polluting, like, who they actually really are or who they could be. And that keeps them from, like, progressing, I guess, beyond a certain level of development, I guess. You know? Did you go to school in the hood at all, or were you always in the suburbs?
I was always in the suburbs.
Always in the burbs?
Always in the burbs.
Damn, bro. You managed to hold on to the hood somehow.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, because it's like, all right, so you feel me? You can be in the suburbs and still be, you feel me? Be low income. You feel me? Like that's really what it is.
Right.
That's the
suburban hood. It's like a subsection
hood,
of the hood.
I guess.
Bro,
I don't even like.
Bro, they got low income everywhere, bro.
It's called gentrification, guys. Like, yeah, like the hood got pushed continuously west.
I don't even like to call it hood. Like I said, I think it's just.
To the south.
I think it's just being broke and experiencing that is what really changed a motherfucker. You feel me? Or it really changed how somebody come up.
Right.
You feel me? It's also the environment too that plays a huge role.
No, for sure. Environment's everything.
But having no access to resources, having no money, like, that's what you mean? Like,
yeah.
And yes, I walk outside. Yes, I might not hear fucking gunshots. Yes, I give that to you. Excuse me. But I'm still surrounded by bullshit. Right. I'm still surrounded by negativity, which that's going to be everywhere. But I'm still surrounded by, like you said, lack of fucking resources. And lack of resources because of the people that I'm around. Shit, lack of education. They feel fucking trapped. Right. So the fuck am I supposed to feel like? Like, we talk about that shit all the time. Like,
I always thought it was funny how they associate suburban life with having some
like,
fucking
bitch,
money.
Right. My people broke.
Broke as hell. Like suburban don't.
That's
mean
what
shit.
I used to think. Like growing up, people used to automatically think like, you live in Westchester, your parents rich. I'm like, you ignorant bitch.
I think
like what?
I think it's like, you know, if you live in the suburbs, it's not like you're rich or you're wealthy. It's more like
my parents are.
Or are you just getting by? My mama living paycheck to paycheck too, just like yours. Like y'all live out west, or out south.
It's just no different. It's like at some point my parents had enough credit to get a house in the suburbs.
That's it. You know, they made a choice to be owners, to have ownership.
Dave Chappelle said some funny shit. He said, a lot of people think I grew up in the hood, and he's like, that's not true. My parents just made enough so that I can be poor around white people.
Yeah,
period.
Basically.
Bro. And hold on,
it's hard
and get
exactly.
and also, how was he treated around those individuals?
Well, he didn't get all into that,
but that's some shit for another day.
He actually,
how were you treated around those people?
He talked a little bit about it. No matter what, he felt out of place.
Yes,
right.
And
he probably did talk about
bro.
it.
I think that's the biggest thing.
The craziest thing though is like, you know, the way I grew up, I went to Roosevelt, like the school, like this school called Roosevelt, which was extremely hood.
Trap.
It was so hood, and it was like,
I've heard the
know, the same way you guys are saying, like, you know, you were in these white schools and you felt out of place. It's like I was in this school full of like really hood motherfuckers, but you know, I didn't grow up around people like that. Really, I grew up like really, you know, sheltered as fuck.
Right.
So it's like when I was in the hood school, I was literally like, damn. Like, I don't feel like I can be myself here because I liked reading Harry Potter and shit. And, like, you know, there was a point where I liked doing my homework and, like, reading.
Bro,
and
I had a
things,
high school reading level in the 3rd grade.
Right, yeah. Literally. Like, 3rd, 4th grade. And it just,
advanced.
it was just hard because I eventually, like, molded myself to be somebody that wouldn't get roasted. Like, I was like, I'm tired of getting roasted by these niggas. Like, shit.
And I instantly knew when I met Steven that he was so more far advanced intellectually than everybody around me, bro.
Everybody knew that shit.
Everybody around me.
Rip.
Instead of motherfuckers sitting here thinking like,
yes, thank you.
let me talk like, let me like see what this man is about. Like,
Yeah.
like
yeah, most people didn't take that approach. They were
Yeah,
just
like-
this nigga is different and he's weird.
bro, I knew
I'ma talk
early
shit
on.
about him.
I'm like, he's different. Obviously,
Yeah.
he's different than anybody I've ever been around. But it's like, bro, this man is like, he's different, bro. But this man is light years more advanced than you other motherfuckers I'm around.
Right.
Like light years. So I'm
Right.
just like, bro, like why? Like, and that's honestly what molded me to even get. And honestly, I smoked weed with this motherfucker the first. That's the
Right.
first time I ever. So I blame my fucking consumption of weed right now. I blame that on
This
you.
man is
So
a chronic smoker now. It's crazy.
Bro,
we started out
smoked
smoking
out of an apple, bro.
apples, smoking
Out of an apple in somebody's backyard. Can't quite remember, but somewhere here in Hillside.
Yeah, it was. We smoked in your backyard once, but one time we was walking through the forest and we smoked.
Yeah.
That shit was pretty.
The
funny.
Forest Reserve. We was doing some
Yeah.
adventurous, dumb ass
remember
shit.
that.
I
Yeah.
knew if I went home smelling like some fucking weed, that was the last day on earth.
Bro, I never came home smelling like weed. I was always good. Like, I would have got my
I've
ass
actually
beat.
seen. This is fucking great. I'm so glad you queued that up. I used to get stoned with Steve myself, and I've seen this man lotion up his entire body. He took off his fucking literally like we just finished the blunt, and he was like. And like took his shirt off, like filled his fucking hands with some scented lotion, and just started like
Bro,
lathering.
I was
himself.
ashy. Bro, I was ashy as fuck.
Bro.
He was ashy as
Lotion.
fuck, but when we like we were like, bro, you can't be this ashy. Like there's no way. He was like, shut the fuck up. My mom's gonna smell me.
And my mom has a fucking nose of a fucking canine.
Hell yeah.
Seriously.
I do remember that actually.
I knew
Just
like
thought
she
I'll
it-
knew
never forget it.
instantly.
It was for the
She
smell,
knew
yeah.
instantly like, oh, what have you been doing?
I never had them problems.
And I'm
The
like,
most I would
Steven
do
Same.
fucking
was
White.
spray.
Did
That's
your
it.
parents care if you smoked?
I mean, I'm not gonna say that they wouldn't have cared, but
They just never.
they
found
just
out.
wasn't in my face like that.
Right.
Like I could just be high and then just as long as I don't look them directly in the face, shit,
Yeah.
I'm good.
You
Just
gonna freak
be
out like, oh,
looking
shit.
around.
My parents used to do little dumbass shit like sit on a fucking living room couch and shit. They knew I'm about to come home.
Be in your face like,
And they want to look me in my face, where you been?
Right,
Damn,
see.
can I walk
Where the fuck have
downstairs
you
to the
been?
fucking basement, blazed alone, please? Like,
Like I'm just trying to be by myself, mom.
that was the
Shit.
days when we
Tryna
were
be
when we
me.
were smoking $6-7 blunts.
Yeah,
That was the days, bro.
yeah.
bro. Weed back then was something
It
else.
was cheap as
It
hell.
was cheap
Yeah.
and it was good.
It was good
it
to
wasn't
you.
questionable.
It was
Like,
It
good
wasn't
to you,
questionable because
you know?
honestly,
Yeah, it was
I
good
was
to
getting
you.
high off
It was-
all that shit.
It was,
Right.
Shit, when you start
Now?
smoking,
Now it's a different story.
you
Right.
gotta get
I
top
remember,
shelf
I remember smoking some Reggie and it being decent.
fire.
Yeah. Now it's like, nah. You get them nickel bags and shit.
Got refined
You can
palates.
G, you
Remember
can
when
have
you
a
used to?
whole
You remember
blunt.
you used to get a? You can used to get a Sawbuck with a Sawbuck, and they'll staple the bag shut. There was so much
funny
weed
as
in that
hell,
bitch.
Yeah. That bitch would be packed. Hell yeah.
Nah, I never been through that one. I don't think I ever bought a Sawbuck. Honestly, like
Bro, if you buy a Sawbuck and that bitch
Bro, I didn't
is
have
stapled
no
from
money for
someone-
a dub. Fuck. I didn't have no money.
mean,
I had to
shit.
get a Sawbuck.
The first time I bought weed, I bought like a little nickel bag, and it was like, it was on some straight. The transaction was filthy. I mean, I knew the dude. though.
That boy said it was.
I knew the
filthy.
dude though. Dude was cool. So he basically just put, you feel me? He put the weed in a napkin and then
Oh,
gave it to me.
no.
It was I gave him a little.
But once
$5.
I got a hang of that shit, I was in school buying weed, all types of dumb
Yeah.
shit.
oh yeah, man. I'm glad I put you on, bro.
Once I got the hang of that shit, oh man.
It's a culture.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
fuck.
wrote that shit in some computer paper too.
But who put you on with fat hoes? That's what I want to know. Who
Whoa.
put you on with that? Because I know you had a little addiction going on in high
Whoa.
school. Bro, Ahmad is he was crushing fat. Like big one. Like Roosevelt is known as the prince, but Ahmad is the king.
Nah, I ain't.
The king of
like all
BBW
women.
Island.
I like
So
all
listen.
women. I've
Listen,
said
in
that.
my younger days, listen. In
Right.
my younger days.
Yo
I
ass was a
used to-
chubby chaser.
I used to definitely slap some bigger cheeks for sure.
Did you like learn something from it? Like, is there something that I'm missing?
That fucking
Like, did I miss
phraseology is
out?
everything.
Did I miss out on something? Like,
Bro, I was at that age, bro. I don't even think I knew what I was doing.
right.
honestly. At that age, I don't. I was just doing some shit,
I feel that.
going along with the motion.
Just getting lost in some shit.
Just getting lost in the sauce.
Lost in some big ass sauce.
It's a good thing you got that out of the way before you got older, though. Like, you know, you got the big bitches in, and I feel like everyone's fucked big bitches at some point, right?
Like what? Hold on. Like
Any
what
nigga-
is wrong with big bitches?
Well, no, just I mean huge bitches, not.
I ain't
Okay.
say I ain't never fucking
Stop
huge.
the bullshit. They weren't like that. Stop the bullshit. They were a little bigger than norm.
bro.
How tall
He
were they on
said,
average?
bro, I seen them hoes.
give me the height and the weight of your of the.
Let's go with a 5'6",
5'6",
5'6",
210.
250.
Oh,
5'6", 250.
that's a fucking
Bro,
fighter.
some of them bitches was straight
And this
up.
is crazy because I know the motherfucker you talking about. You sick bitch.
Bro, if you
You took
took
this to the combine. She
Bro,
a football player, bro.
Shorty looked like a fucking snowman if you just smashed it down.
Look,
The
look,
Michelin
hold
man.
on.
The Michelin man.
Hold on, Hanzu. We could throw in the 3 technique on Hanzu.
That's wild.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I that was the old days, bro.
And
That
we
was
riffed.
That was a
so
chapter.
fucking 2011, my boy.
Okay, so would you, Kyram, can we get Bay, stop Bay, or what
We
the
ain't
fuck
even
it's called?
finished
Oh,
that video,
based on-
Joe.
Yeah, so
We really didn't.
We riffed
should
them like a
Should we
motherfucker.
finish
I like
the
this
racist
shit.
video?
This shit's fun.
oh yeah, let's finish that shit.
Let's
Yeah,
finish.
yeah.
Let's finish this racist video because it's kind of insane.
I
This-
forgot we still had that.
But-
Let's just get through it.
Whoa. Was that an employee talking?
Oh, this shit's heat up.
Are they in flight?
No,
Nah.
they're about to go off.
Okay. Yeah, his ass getting taken off the plane.
Where the fuck are the air marshals?
Right. Where Alonzo at, Joe?
Yeah, right. Where the fuck is
Alonzo, where
Alonzo?
you at, Joe?
Bro, Zoe,
Why is
Zoe
this
can save
happening
this
right
whole
now?
Situation.
And it's crazy. I went through some crazy shit on the way here.
On the plane?
These 2 ladies was finna fight.
That's wild.
That's
Hood
awesome.
shit 2.0.
All right, I think this is pretty much over.
Yeah.
They're gonna take him off the plane. Skip ahead.
Yeah, this motherfucker's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Silly.
All right, yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck that
They clapping
guy.
that shit.
JetBlue, aka fuck JetBlue and
But
their
yeah, what
employees.
happened? What happened on the plane?
Dude, yeah, what the hell happened on the plane over here?
Oh, I was headed from Houston to Chicago, and shit, right when we were about to board, this lady was just kind of like going back and forth with this other. It was an older lady, probably 50s, was going back and forth with this younger lady in her 20s. And the young lady in her 20s had a kid. They finally got on a plane, sat right behind me. And the lady that was in her 20s that had the kid, the baby bro, maybe been a year old, maybe 2 years old, you know, doing baby shit. And I guess we got on the plane. They did the pre-flight shit. And then the baby started going crazy. And then the older lady turned around. And all you heard was a bitch, why you looking at my child?
Oh my god,
Hold
Like,
on. Was
and
that
that's what
older
started
lady?
it.
that's intense.
That's no. The older lady turned around and looked. I don't
Yeah.
know if the baby was just like, because the baby was crying too much or what, but that's what started it. And they argued, bro. The whole headed up to takeoff, bro.
Was she black? The
Yeah, they
older
both
lady?
was black.
Oh, they both was
They
black.
both was black. And then she was like, bitch, you don't know me, bitch. I'm from like, she hit it with Chicago. I'm from
She hit it with-
Chicago.
oh,
Bitch, wait
no.
till we land.
Oh,
You like,
Damn.
I got somebody for you. I'm not even finna do this in front of my kid. But when they come pick me up in the airport, bitch, you finna get.
you know when they say I
swept.
got somebody for you, it's
I'm like, oh shit.
it's
And then
wild.
here come the dude next to her, like, you know, come on, it ain't even worth it. You gonna get banned.
Yeah.
And bro,
Yeah, that's
literally,
jail.
why when I was waiting for you to pick me up from baggage claim, there was an inside arguing
oh well, shit.
in,
they
in each
got
other's
to it.
face.
That's
Literally.
wild, because that can go both ways.
It,
Like,
for sure.
It really
so
can.
the older lady, she first of all, did she say anything when she looked back, or she just looked back like?
She just kind of looked back. She didn't say anything. She just looked back because
Just curious.
yeah, like just on some.
and was the child? Because some people don't know how to control their damn kids.
I don't
That's
know, like,
true.
but also this is a fucking
Fuck
1-year-old or a 2-year-old child. Like,
Right.
Why
Come
you?
on now.
Why
I
you
get
bringing him on
that.
the plane?
Did she try hitting him?
personally?
yeah, I mean,
She hit
no,
him?
no, she didn't try to hit him. But
What you talking
all
about?
I
yeah?
heard was, you know, something along the line of, "Bitch, I could look wherever the fuck I want to look."
She
That's
could.
what the older lady said to the
Yeah.
young girl.
She could. I'm sorry. I'm
And
on the
she,
side of
she
the
for
the
sure
older lady.
can,
Yeah.
of course.
I gotta agree.
Fuck
Well, was the
kids.
baby like? So was the child crying?
Yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
the child,
Okay,
the child
so-
was going
And
crazy.
she just
bro.
looked back, and the mama just decided
Yeah.
to be a high head because you know your child
Because she's mad
crying
at the
and
kid.
shit.
She's
mad at
probably
the kid.
embarrassed and like
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
feels
She
like
was
a.
probably from like 79th-ish.
79th.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's
she-
the
so
neighborhood.
She didn't want to be tested. She's like, I
No,
want
bro,
bitch
I
testing
real
me.
life thought they was finna get fight. No, and I'm just like, I'm thinking in my head like,
Ooh.
no, like you
Please,
got
I
a
got
baby in your
places.
hand,
Yeah.
bitch, like you tripping.
Wait, it was in her
She doing
hand.
too
Like the
much.
baby's in her hand and she going crazy, like, and I'm just like, what, like, so
Be a
you
better
know,
mom.
A lady
The
that was
fuck?
kind of like sitting, she was sitting next to me, but in the next across from me, she tried to like hold the lady baby because like at this time like we thinking they about to fight, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh my god, like I hope this lady don't get this baby hurt, bro.
I can't
Like,
ever
Right.
imagine being in a situation where like I got my baby and something's making me so angry that I want to fight
bro.
somebody.
She
Right.
was
Seriously.
amped, bro.
Like if anything, you like, especially if you stuck in that situation, like you can't get off the plane.
oh
Yeah.
no, she
So you just
hot.
stuck there.
It's
At
like
this
the
moment, she
mother-
hot.
The mother was putting her own child in danger. At
Yeah,
that
No, for
point.
sure.
Yeah.
Because being a hothead, like, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm pretty sure, like, I'm not saying, like,
Stupid.
you know, of course it could have been handled better, but it was just like, bro, like, this is your child's life at risk now.
Yeah.
Like, I understand you don't give a fuck about being banned from the planes. I get that. But, like, what if this lady just decided to hit your child instead of you?
Right. Or hit both y'all.
Or hit
ass.
both of your ass.
Or she hits
Boop,
you when
boop,
you
boop,
fall
boop,
and the
boop,
kid
boop, boop,
falls.
Boop, boop.
Anything can
Punch them
happen.
up.
Anything can happen. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. That is.
And I
definitely-
usually never see nothing crazy on a plane. Like, never. Never.
Would you take your own like 1-year-old baby on a plane?
Yeah, for sure.
I
You
mean,
could.
if I had,
I mean,
to,
yeah, if I gotta
you
go,
got to.
shit, I gotta
sure,
go somewhere
yeah.
with the baby.
But
I
see,
mean, bro,
I feel like I would, bro. I don't understand how parents don't do this shit. I feel like I got the code cracked. You just give them little melatonin gummies, and their
Oh,
ass
yeah.
is knocked
So-
the fuck
so
out.
Well, but
AKA
I think
so
the ear
AKA
popping-
drug your fucking baby.
No,
Melatonin's not really a
AKA
drug.
directly drug your child.
I mean, I know what
Dick out.
melatonin is. I'm just
My-
saying.
my balls-
That shit's a fucking sleep aid.
It's also gummy and comes in Flintstone form.
And I might eat this.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That shit is drugs for kids. I'm giving it to them.
Yeah,
Or
I
you
think
could
it's worth
just,
it.
you
I
know,
think-
yeah.
you could just
but
let
I
your
think
child
I
know.
feel like the fucking ear popping will wake the baby up, right?
Do they?
Yeah.
Do you
that
feel
shit
that shit in
does
your
disturb
sleep?
that
Hell
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
you feel
Alright,
that
cough
shit. I mean,
syrup.
my ears don't pop anymore.
In your sleep though.
But
My
I'm
ears
pretty
pop.
sure
Cough
you could. I'm
syrup.
pretty sure you can still feel that shit. That shit hurt.
It wakes you up. It does.
I
wake you
mean,
up.
to be honest, I'm gonna be honest. I've never, and I haven't flown that much.
Your ears never popped.
They've popped, but it don't hurt. Like
That shit hurts
When
like
you're a
fuck for
kid,
me.
when
that shit hurts,
That
bro.
shit is painful.
really.
Well, especially
That
when
shit
you're-
hurts.
When
bro.
you're a child,
It
that
ain't
shit
never
actually
hurt.
really.
And you gotta also
Oh.
think
You got
a
tiny little-
infant too.
They got
You know?
tiny
Okay,
little.
Okay, so hold on. Do it hurt today as an adult? Does
Yes,
that shit still
that
hurt?
shit hurts.
I mean,
So-
mine don't really pop anymore.
It's not so
I
much
got
that it's
audio
popping.
engineers.
It's not so much
Okay.
when it's popping. It's more so like the pressure build up as it's going to pop hurts like a bitch, especially when you're landing. That shit feels terrible to
I've
me
never
anyway.
experienced.
I chew
mean, I
gum on
experienced
my
it, but it
planes
don't
though,
hurt.
so I also
Yeah,
prepare for
chewing
that
gum
shit.
works.
I've chewed gum
Chewing
too.
gum works.
What about
But
a
like I
line
said,
of
the shit
coke?
don't hurt though.
A
You
line
said
of
what?
What about a line of coke?
What about
on a
it?
plane.
On a plane, shit.
If I'm fucking really down,
Yeah,
shit.
I ain't balling like that yet. I ain't experienced that
I put myself down on planes. I
just
every
drink.
time.
I drink on planes usually.
Yeah,
That's
just-
my thing.
shit. Nah,
Just relax.
They be taxing. They tax, boy. Fuck
I
that.
make sure. I remember one time I got uncomfortably high before getting on a plane. I made myself a breakfast infused with cannabis,
Oh my goodness.
and I was just
Damn.
like in between people, like between strangers and shit.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
All right. So we were talking about big bitches earlier. Let's.
You want to see
Stop.
that big bitch?
Let's fucking
the-
stop.
Yo, this
Okay,
shit,
like
this is so
stop
cringe.
the bullshit.
No,
They was not like this.
Yo,
so
come on.
how do you feel about this?
I seen this too.
You seen this?
Where you see
Yeah.
all this shit at?
How the
Twitter.
fuck did you see this?
Because
Oh, damn.
yeah, mine's on the fucking internet. Look at this.
Bro, this is foul, bro.
The sound went out for me.
No, I took the music off.
Oh,
I
damn.
forgot about. We can't listen to music.
Yeah.
Damn. All right,
So
play
just
it
look at what
again.
she just did. Let's run
You know
that
what,
shit
just
back.
play the music. Play the music. I'll mute it if I have to.
Bro.
Well, what the fuck?
What if
That's
you was
so
at
cringe.
what if you was at Starbucks, right? And this girl looked at you when you ordered your shit,
Mm.
and like you like, I'll have a strawberry frappuccino because you drink
Okay.
gay shit like that.
Dumbass. Okay.
And she's like, yes, daddy.
And she looked like that?
She looked like that, but you get $500 if you say, babe, chill.
Oh shit, babe. Chill. What you talking about? Tell her ass chill out. Shit. $500.
Bro,
I ain't
she
gotta
gonna
touch
eat,
her.
She gonna eat your ass, bro.
Nah, but was she just hold on? Time out. Was she like growling? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, she like. Let's look at this shit one
oh,
more
get
time.
the
Let's
fuck
run it back.
outta here, bro.
Well, when you see someone looking at your boo, it's a big like walrus woman.
Come on, G.
Yeah.
Oh,
You see,
yes, daddy.
that's what killed me, bro. That killed me about the internet, bro, because it be the people that obviously is never gonna get put in this situation to do some shit like that.
Right.
You feel me? And then they get this loving response, and that's why they keep doing shit like
gotta,
this.
you gotta glow up.
Like what the fuck?
You gotta love the internet, bro.
You gotta glow up, man.
All right, I got one. Maybe Ahmad hasn't seen. Go to sign the contract.
Sign the contract.
Let's see.
Steve was excited about this one.
So you either gotta fight this bitch or you gotta fuck her. You gotta
What a
pick.
fucking proposal, bro. This is your hypothetical. I was wondering what the hypothetical was gonna be.
You gotta fight her or you gotta fuck
You
her.
gonna fight? Fuck this bitch. All right, here we go.
I don't want anyone trying to fucking invite me to fucking fight in your piddly little ass fucking clubs. I have my own club. That club is gonna be set up in my reserve, Ebb and Flow First Nation, Manitoba, Canada, on ceremonial ground. If any bitch or any man wants to fight me, it's going to be to the fucking death. You sign a contract. You fucking sign a contract. No implications, but you must be willing to die.
Whoa.
Which one you doing, bro? You fucking her or you fighting
Take
her?
me to
I'm
the
fighting the
cage
shit
right
out
now.
that
Cage.
Take me to the cage.
I'm honestly excited. Like, yo, do they hold events on reserve, on Indian Reserve? That shit, they got contracts.
Right. Yeah, they got land, bro.
So
they can do it.
I'm
Take
assuming
me
she's a
to
professional
the
fighter.
fucking cage.
This man finna lay the hammer on this
Oh,
bitch.
kick that bitch right.
What about you, Roosevelt? You fucking?
Would you smash
All right, so
You fucking or you
nasty
fighting?
bitch.
hold on.
But you
let
gotta
me-
fight to the
hold on,
death,
G.
bro.
Oh, damn. You got to kill this bitch?
So I gotta kill this bitch. Let me explain myself.
Explain yourself, bro.
All right, because at first I was wondering, like, all right, this ain't a woman. This could be a nigga, but no, that's a woman.
I thought
That's a
so,
woman.
too. I was like, this is a man.
It's just
no,
a
it's
really
woman.
strong woman.
That's a woman. She's just a very firm woman. And you feel me? She looked like she got a little bit of Latina in her, so that might work out.
She's like Native American. She's Native.
Oh, she Native American.
Yeah.
Okay.
She said she's Manitoba. She's Manitoba.
Okay, well, you got to understand the hypothetical, nigga. You got to fight this bitch to the death.
You gonna fight her to the death or you gonna fuck her, bro?
Yeah, which
You
one,
gonna
bro?
fuck her?
Okay, you don't
beat
gotta fight her
a
to the
bloody
death,
pulp?
but you gotta remove one of her limbs. You gotta put one of her limbs out of service.
That's fine.
You got to cut that bitch off.
How the fuck do you do
That's
that?
fine.
Break it. That's fine.
We trying arm bars. We trying all types of shit.
Wait, so
Knee
you-
locks, ankle locks,
you
all
wouldn't
types
hit?
of shit.
This not your
No.
type, bro?
No, bro.
You
sorry.
wouldn't hit once.
No.
Like you met Ahmad.
Yes.
Bro, she'll probably
You're
beat the shit out of you.
8 shots of Henny in, or tequila.
gonna
You
put
like
your ass
tequila.
in the
You're
headlock.
8 shots of tequila
Bro,
in.
8 shots of tequila
8
in. I'm
shots.
asleep. I'm not touching shit.
All right, okay. Okay. You're 4 shots of tequila in. You're feeling good, and she's
No.
got a nice ass dress on.
Bro, you need to stop. She still looks like a young man.
She looks buff as fuck.
Fuck.
Bro, look at them titties though. She got some little
She got
knockers on
some
her.
big ass titties.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to really think about that.
Right.
I thought
You
about
feel
it.
me?
You
I
You
thought
feel like
about
you
it.
could break her arm?
You
Well, see,
disgust
again,
me.
you're not
I'd hit.
You disgust
you're
me.
not honoring the hypothetical
Bro,
for
I'd
what it
hit.
You
is.
disgust me.
I
You
I
feel
feel like
me?
Ahmad would actually break her fucking arm,
He
bro.
probably
He
gonna
probably
do that
would,
shit.
honestly.
Yeah.
Either he gonna break her arm or she gonna put his ass in a
Right,
full
right.
Nelson.
She gonna kill you.
Full Nelson, yo.
Put your ass in a triangle choke. She looks like she can fight though.
Yeah, no, that bitch.
She looks like an actual couple UFC fighter.
She seems like she fights at bars too, like a lot. Like she has a lot of like public fights.
And then she brings him to the reserve.
yeah, she brings him to the reserve to finish him off.
Now, what about you, Steve? Are you fucking or fighting this
I'm
bitch?
fucking
Right? I
definitely.
You
thought
know,
the same
Steve
thing.
fucking. He,
Well, I'm not gonna
I'll
win.
clap this
I'm not.
hoe.
If it's a fight to a broken leg or a broken arm, then I'm probably not gonna be able to take it.
In other
First
words,
of all, I don't want to hit a woman.
in other
Nah,
words,
that's
she
not true.
definitely.
We do punch bitches.
right.
And in other words, she definitely putting Steve ass in the full Nelson.
Gone.
If
You
they
just in the
fight.
dust.
Yeah.
Steve like fuck it. His ass gonna like it. Yeah.
I feel like I would never. I would never feel more fat and out of shape. You know, than
Yeah,
getting my ass beat by this
she's
woman.
giving you the back shots.
Yeah.
She's throwing it back harder than you could ever.
Yeah.
That's wild. Look at her face.
That was a good one. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good. I was not expecting this this hypothetical.
All right, Ahmad, I got a question for you, bro. Would you rather have to wait? Yeah. So you got 2 options. You can either protect 6ix9ine,
The
So,
rapper?
yeah, the rapper. So the rapper 6ix9ine sends out a text or an Instagram post. He makes an Instagram post like, "Man, fuck all them Chicago niggas, Chicago rappers, all of them." He says, "Fuck them." Right? You got to protect him for a day. And he's like, basically, he makes a video where he says, "Yeah, fuck all of y'all. I'm gonna be walking down, whatever, 63rd. I'm gonna be walking down 63rd, and I want y'all to come see what's up. I want y'all to do some shit, cause you did security, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta either protect him for a whole day, right? And y'all gonna be in a tent. Y'all gonna be camping out in a tent that night, or
Hey, hold on. Question. I got a question. Dude, 7.62s and 9mm go through tents? What the fuck? Like,
or you gotta protect the Grand Master of the KKK for a week.
Where is he at?
He's at a
in a
Black
tent?
Lives Matter rally. That,
In a rally? Oh,
yeah, the
God.
rally
piece of
isn't.
shit.
He's at the rally every day. He's,
Dangerous situation. There's no houses.
with your expertise, which one would be easier?
The rally?
The rally, the KKK guy.
I don't know. That's what I would say. What about you, man?
I accidentally hit it. Check it.
All right, so you don't got to sleep in a tent. How about that? You got to sleep in a. You sleep in a Marriott. You got to protect him in a Marriott.
The KKK?
Nah, the
6ix9ine?
6ix9ine, yeah. Which is the harder task? Because like one of them is a problem, spiritually, like your morals. You know?
I mean, honestly, I probably choose the KKK thing because the other one is like, you legit don't know what that threat might look like or come.
That could look like 2 cars. That could look like
and
a
it's
random
crazy
person.
the whole 6ix9ine thing.
That happened.
I know 2 guys that work for him actually.
Okay.
Yeah, like that's
They must be stressed the fuck out.
I don't know. I mean, he still needs security. I'm not about to do the shit. But I mean, yeah, probably the first one.
Okay.
For what? Really?
Probably KKK.
Damn,
That's
bro.
the second one. Okay.
I thought you would never do some shit for the KKK.
It sounds
Yeah.
safer, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, I
totally
imagine.
does
I
sound
imagine the money would be decent, and it's
Right.
less issues. Like
Right.
you less likely to deal with some shit.
Yeah,
with
like
them than with 6ix9ine ass.
Right.
You
and
feel me?
I've worked at some very interesting assignments, like interesting as fuck.
Can you
bro.
talk about them?
Yeah.
What's your most interesting assignment, bro? Or what's one of your interesting assignments? We can talk about a few.
So I was working for what is it?
LBGT.
Yeah. Okay. That. So
The
it was a
rainbow.
guy that
It's LGBTQ.
he had
AI
like
plus.
a nonprofit, I
Right.
guess. He had like a nonprofit that like supported that, of course.
Right.
But he was getting death threats. So basically, I was working not at his house. He had a team at his house, but I had to basically coordinate with those people to transport him from his house to the like certain events. But just to see like, it was just an interesting experience though, just to see like all the shit that he goes through on a daily basis, as far as like active death threats and, you know, people trying to harm his family, and, you know, just because of obviously the choice that he makes of what he chooses to support and the life he chooses to live. That shit just opened my mind up, bro, to the world, bro. It was just like, I guess how cutthroat the world really is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was a really cool, like, he was cool as fuck though, super cool. I worked for some people where it was just like, fuck, like, I can't wait till this assignment is over with. I can't fucking
Who was your
wait.
worst like security gig? Like who's the person? Well, I mean, what type of person was the worst? Like
The worst to me were like the clubs. Before I even got to that level of doing like the private security with traveling with people, the worst was the clubs, because you, as security in the clubs, no matter if the club is the most popping club in the city, you're the last to get paid.
right.
So like the strippers get they, you know, payout. They do they payout. Fucking bartenders, the bottle girls are fucking getting paid. The hostess at the front's getting paid. You're the last fucking person to get paid. That was just a horrible experience. I remember at that time I was working that at night, and I was working a security job at a department store during the day. So bro, I was getting probably 4 hours of sleep a day.
That sounds terrible.
Like,
bro.
it was terrible when I did that shit for like a year and a half.
I was doing the no sleep shit for a little while. When I
Yeah,
was
like
working.
that shit. That's just for the birds. And like all of that
You need
team
sleep, bro.
no sleep dumb shit. That's
Yeah.
dumb. That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Bro, I started a blog called The Hustle How To, bro. I was literally on that grind set, you know, keep on.
Bro, fuck that.
You know,
You gonna
burn yourself out.
bro.
Yeah, you burn
You're
out- you
gonna
burn out,
burn the
bro.
fuck out. Like,
As someone who's experienced burnout multiple times, like true burnout, especially creative burnout, that shit is dead. Like,
It's-
there's no
no,
reason to put
seriously.
yourself in that situation where you end up burnt
no
out.
reason.
It's really
or
bad.
in a hospital. Like, you can
Yeah.
end up in a hospital, like, 'cause you mentally fucking break down.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Like,
Shit.
Yeah.
that shit.
It's
no,
so
bro.
true.
And I just, at around that time, I know I wasn't doing real estate yet, but at that time, it was just like, I just kept saying to myself, bro, it has to be something better out here.
So how did you find real estate?
By
By the way, Ahmad is a real estate. Well, what do you call yourself? Do you still call yourself the mobile home trapper?
I mean, yeah.
That's pretty fucking trendy. I like that.
So, I'm a real estate investor, with a concentration of mobile homes and land. So I focus on, land acquisition as well as, buy, sell, and rehab of mobile homes. So yeah, that's what I do now. But the way I found real estate, I started off, for people that don't know, wholesaling, like traditional real estate. Literally, you're the middleman between the seller and the buyer. You get paid the difference in the transaction of, you know, whatever you're selling,
Right.
whether it's the land or a single family, multifamily home.
So do you have to purchase the home outright and then sell it to someone else?
No, you don't purchase it outright. You just you put it on the contract, which basically gives you equitable interest in the property to sell it. So imagine like a car broker or some shit like that. You literally get it on the contract at the cheapest you can possibly get it, and you sell it to an end buyer, which is usually an investor or a homeowner or whatever it might be. You sell it to them. You eat the difference.
Right.
So whether that difference is 20,000, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, you eat the difference.
Right.
So that's where I started. I started through YouTube, honestly.
Yeah. YouTube is a great way to learn skills. You mean like you learned your skills on YouTube?
Yeah,
right?
just watching YouTube, binge watching YouTube for fucking hours.
Would you agree that, you know, watching YouTube is like, it's not as efficient?
I
maybe-
learned way more with YouTube than I ever learned in any fucking school.
Right. Yeah.
I will say that.
I would say that it's like, if you're committed to actually learning some shit on YouTube, it's way more efficient than learning off of like learning through traditional means, you know, like going to college, going to school, you know, going to trade school, stuff like that. You can learn certain things with no school whatsoever, as long as you're willing to put the extra time in to be able to like sift through different resources to learn, you know.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that shit hitting.
I was trying to get that shit. I thought that shit wasn't hit. Let me.
It was clogged.
Oh
God.
God,
that's what it was. Oh, thanks, Hiram.
I'm a producer of all kinds of things.
I'm over here
My
trying to hold back
nosies,
my
my nose
coughs and
hairs
shit.
are tinkling. God damn it. But yeah, that shit was life changing for me. That's why, like, I mean, even in the stance I'm in now, you know, I'm not where I want to be, but I can say, like, life, this shit has been a very, very humbling experience, just to see where I've come from, you know. I'm nowhere, I'm not rich, no.
So when you look back at where you came from, like, and you see where you are now, is it kind of funny to you? Like, do you see comedy in it?
No, it's very funny. It's funny, but it's just, it's so fucking eye-opening at the same time.
Yeah.
To really just go to show you, bro, like, anything is possible.
Right. And to me, that feeling, like that, like what you
It's
just
the
said,
best feeling in the fucking world.
anything is possible. It's almost like the root of comedy to me, you know? It's like when you're in one spot and then you end up in a dramatically different spot, you can look back at yourself and think like, man, like, what the fuck was I doing? You know, like it's not like it was
back in my early 20s like that.
Yeah, it's not like it was wasted time because it all led to this point. But at the same time, you look back at it and you're like, what the fuck? Like that's
From
like
the
it's ridiculous that
friends
I
to
was
the
doing
relationships
that. Relationships especially. Bro.
I mean both type of relationships. You know, on the romantic side to even friendships like
or professional for that matter.
Yeah, professional relationships. That shit taught me so much, bro. To just honestly, you know, like we talked about earlier, just adjusting to the card that's you know given to you.
Your hand.
But I don't know, like between that, I knew it was always something more for me. Even before I started the security, one of my first jobs, I was working for a moving company.
Okay.
So, I'm moving houses that are, bro, $10-15 million houses. I've never fucking seen that before.
Right.
So that was one of the things that it was just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm nosy, so I'm pulling up to these people's house. Even before I pulled up to the house, when I would get the fucking invoice saying where we're picking their shit up from to where we're going, I used to look up the house.
Was that here in Illinois?
So I started here in Illinois. That's the job that gave me enough fucking chump change to move to Texas.
Okay.
So I worked at 2-man a truck when I got to Texas. And that was the last time I did it.
Was it actually only 2 men and a truck, or did you get more men?
So
is there a bigger workforce?
So that's where it started. That's how it started. But of course, the bigger the houses are, you have
what else
did
they let you
trucks.
do? What else did the 2 men do in the truck?
It's 2 men. It's 2 men per truck.
Bro, that job was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't see motherfuckers do coke in the truck.
Right.
Shit, I was smoking weed in the truck.
Bro, I saw a video of this. I don't have it prepped for the show, but I saw a video of an Amazon truck. It was parked on the street.
Yeah, dude had a prostitute.
Yeah.
I seen that.
Yeah. Oh, bro. I've worked with some motherfuckers, bro, that then did some wild shit.
Yeah.
In the work truck, bro. Like, and I'm like, bro, this ain't your first time doing this shit.
Right.
Like,
Just
so you
nutting
better
all
not
over
say
it.
shit
All
to
the
me
packages.
smoking this joint.
Right.
Fuck you.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
I've seen you jerk off in the fucking truck, man. I'm smoking this joint.
I don't know, but that
Wow,
job,
shit.
that was a job that was just was like the first indicator to me that it was so much more to life that I had not been exposed to yet.
That kind of eye-opening experience is necessary.
At
I
a
think, for
very
growth.
young, I started working there when I was 15, 16.
I think, you know, all of us have experiences like that. And I remember profoundly for Roosevelt, I think that one of the most eye-opening things that Roosevelt experienced was when we went to London. we were standing on like a Middle East. You remember when we were in that Middle Eastern area of town of London, and all of those fucking foreign cars were driving by?
Yeah,
Roosevelt was like,
this
his
really
ass,
some rich nigga
he
shit.
had, I feel like he had never seen some shit like
bro,
that.
you don't know how bad I wanted to call you, bro. Because my phone, you feel me? My phone wasn't
Yeah,
working
right.
out there, so I had to be around Wi-Fi and shit. Bro, all these foreigners passing
said
his,
by.
ass, his ass was just
Bro.
standing with stars in his eyes, looking at all these.
I swear to God, bro, I wanted to call you so bad and just show you, like, bro, look at this shit,
Bro, yeah.
And they was flooring them bitches too. It was amazing.
For
bro.
me, that was my first trip
That
to
was-
Thailand. Well, honestly, it was like
flags.
maybe it was the first time I drove across country to Las Vegas. Like I just remember tripping on a bunch of acid, going crazy, and driving to Vegas. And that time, like, it showed me. I didn't see a bunch of rich people, but I saw freedom. That was my first time experiencing freedom because I was like a really sheltered kid, so I didn't really get to
Just being on
experience
your
too
own.
much. Yeah,
Just
being
being on
alone.
your
I was
own.
never alone.
Yeah.
I always had like someone watching me at all times. So being alone was it was unique, and it helped me see that I could be a lot more than what I was when I was smothered. But let's do questions. Let's Alonzo. We did. Fuck. I miss Alonzo.
You tripping.
I miss Zozo.
No, Ahmad. We do questions. We actually just go to Reddit and we actually look up some questions, and hopefully you can give us some good answers. We're gonna answer them together, but we're just gonna pick. If anything stands out to you, then call it out. But go ahead and start scrolling, Hiram. Oh, I want to read this one. And I feel like Elijah, you probably have a good answer to this. What is a brutal truth about life that needs to be said? So like a brutal truth about life that definitely needs to be said. I personally think that something that needs to be said is definitely that if you're a young man, you have to do something. Like, I feel like that doesn't need saying in a way, but at the same time, it's like most people don't understand. Like, you have to do something good, or else you're gonna be fucked. Sort of. Does that make sense? Like, if you don't choose something that will if you don't choose something that'll lead to the outcome that if you don't choose to do something that will lead to an appropriate outcome, something that you want, something that you desire, then you're going to end up somewhere that you don't want to be, And a lot of people choose not to do things that will get them where they want to be because they're focused on what other people have told them to be, right? Like they're too busy with, like me, for instance, like no one fucking told me that I didn't have to go to fucking college. Like I didn't make a choice. I just kind of like
none of us.
Mike.
Nobody told none of us.
Yeah, nobody told everyone told us the exact opposite. Everybody says you have to go to college. But I think the truth of the matter is, no matter what you do, as long as you make that choice yourself, you're going to end up in a better place than if you just went along with the ride and you ended up there. Mm-hmm. Because if you're actively working to build something or move towards something or move towards a goal, then the outcome is going to be more associated with what you actually want. That's all I think. Do you guys have anything on that one? Like a truth about life that you think needs to be said?
I was thinking the same thing, honestly. Just like the whole, you feel me, they telling us to go to school and get a good job. And I did that shit. I went to school. I didn't finish, but you feel me, I was there.
Yeah.
And I got a good job.
You experienced it.
And I experienced having a good job,
Yeah,
too.
so you got the outcome immediately. Like, so you didn't need to see the rest of it.
I'm glad I got it early. I'm glad I experienced that early because
You didn't fall in the trap.
Exactly. And then at a very early stage.
You dipped a toe in the trap.
Right, dipped a toe in that bitch. At a very early stage, I experienced like, damn, this is life. Like, shit, it don't get no better than this.
Right,
Just
bro. That's
showing up to
exactly
this
how it
bitch.
feels.
Exactly.
That's exactly
like,
how
ain't
the fuck it
no
feels.
motherfucking way.
Yeah.
And bitch, how did any of these other motherfuckers get to
Like how
the greater shit?
Right. I think when I see motherfuckers that are like have been at a job for 20 years, I always imagine like, damn, it must have been hard as hell to not
come to this bitch for 20 years.
Right. Like why not stop doing that? It must be so
out of here.
I could always never really calculate it. Like I'd be like,
shit just didn't make sense.
But maybe it made sense when the internet didn't exist. That's the only thing I can kind of think
that's
that.
the only thing that I can think is
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I get it. You live slow.
Yeah.
I remember working at like one job, bro, and like I remember coming in that motherfucker and shit, like when I got hired, I remember I asked for more than what I knew the job, like that position paid. And he didn't give me what I asked, but he gave close to it. Don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember everybody was irate around that motherfucker when they found out what I was actually getting paid. Because they had been there for years, and it was like they wasn't getting paid that.
Right.
And that was like the first indicator to me, like that especially the corporate life, but just this world shit is not fair. Like, it's not, because if you come in and you know, or you can articulate things a little different, and you can know how to better put things as far as verbiage to the fucking decision maker, you can get things to happen that other people can't get to happen.
And most people don't have that skill, you know, talking, speaking,
that shit
articulation, writing, thinking.
I'm like, whoa. And then not only that, like, so you telling me I have to work here for 15, 16 years to what the fuck?
Right. Anything like anything that has a 10-year period, except like a mortgage, like maybe a mortgage.
The whole thing of when I first even found out and knew the true meaning of the word seniority, and I found out like how much like that's a pressure point around these jobs. Like you say that word, it's like, did you really just say that? like that shit. That was so.
Hey, I have seniority over you.
Like
Weird
so,
vibe.
and that was, and when I seen that was literally a dick measuring contest around corporate jobs, I knew that like, okay, this ain't gonna work.
I gotta wiggle my way out of this.
And I seen that at bullshit ass jobs like 2 Man in the Truck.
Bro, that's exactly like, honestly, that's exactly my viewpoint. Because I worked at a warehouse where your seniority would decide whether or not you had to do mandatory overtime.
That's insane.
It was like
mandatory slavery.
If you hadn't worked there, well, I wouldn't call it slavery. I was making $35 an hour doing overtime, so it's not slavery.
Dude,
but
mandatory overtime is fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah,
but it's still an endless trap that most people will fall into because they feel like this is hierarchy. You remember when we fucking thought that $20 an hour was a lot of fucking money? Even thinking $30
I remember that,
an hour.
bro.
I used to go, bro, that was something crazy to even talk about, to make $30 an hour.
Yeah. And then I remember my first business I ran, it was called Clutter Control. I put my price at $35 an hour, and that just showed me. I was like, wait a second. That wasn't even enough.
Blowing your shit up.
They was blowing me the fuck up because they was like, that's cheap as fuck.
Hey, dumb nigga.
They was ripping me the fuck off, bro. But I'm like, 35 an hour? Oh, shit.
You talking about the painting?
Nah, this is when I was organizing people's like houses and shit.
Oh, what about the painting shit? How much you charging?
The painting shit, I was fucked. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing with painting. I was selling.
This man has always been an entrepreneur, people. Whoever the fuck is watching this, I remember back in the day, he had a fucking painting gig.
Yeah, painting.
He was
franchise.
painting people houses.
Yeah,
and
I had him.
He didn't have all the fucking equipment. Didn't have the air tanks, all the extra shit.
Yeah,
but I remember I fucking helped this motherfucker paint a house, and he was in an old.
I was in a Ford Explorer.
Yeah, an old Explorer. And he had all his equipment in the back.
I used to fucking that motherfucker like crazy.
Real talk,
bro.
when the riches really come, bro, that like shit like that I really appreciate, bro.
The riches is gonna come.
Like,
man. We gonna make it. Like, we gonna watch this podcast in 10 years and be like, damn, bro, that was Ahmad's first My Black Friends.
Right.
It's gonna be 50 of them bitches.
Nah, I ain't got 10 years for you, bro. It's coming. Bro. It's coming. Fuck that.
No, I'm just saying, in 10 years, bro.
Get this shit on camera. It's fucking coming.
Right.
It's coming, bro.
It is.
It's coming. I can't wait to just.
Hey, Big Boy Studios has big things coming, bro. We working on a website. We're gonna have a website finally.
Also.
It's taking time, man. It's taking time.
Big Boy investor. I'm marketing.
Oh, you investing, bro?
I'm investing. I want to. I definitely do.
Big Boy's gonna go public.
Right. Get an IPO in this bitch. All right, let's get another question in real quick.
All right, let's see what else we got.
Man, what would you give another man advice?
Wait, go up. What is it?
It says, man, what advice would you give another guy who was about to have sex for the first
What would you do?
What advice would you give?
What the fuck? What is this? Is this?
I would probably say wear a condom. I feel like that's what you.
I
Would
mean,
yes,
is
that's
that
what
not
you're supposed
what
to
you
fucking
should
do. What the fuck?
Is that not the first thing?
God
you should
damn
do?
it.
What a vanilla ass fucking
Yeah.
piece of advice, you guys.
Right? No, I mean, what the fuck, Steve? Really?
Steve, what's your advice?
lube your asshole.
Always
Lube
gotta
your
be some
asshole.
wild shit.
Right. Want some wild off the wall ass shit.
Heyo, gay
Heyo.
sex joke. All right, let's keep going.
That was good.
God damn. I can't answer that one for sure.
Which one?
The relationship one. I can't.
There's so many about relationships.
Yeah. I'm not the guy to ask about fucking
Let's do that.
Right.
Let's do that.
That's low key true though.
Okay, so men
I'm
who have
not
been in
the
a lot
guy.
of relationships, what are the things you used to do that you don't anymore, and vice versa?
Oh, cheat.
Yeah.
I don't
Damn.
cheat on
Do you
bitches
guys no
anymore.
longer cheat?
I don't do that anymore. I'm a big boy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
What
I've
about
never.
you?
Well,
I'm honest about everything I do. I tell the truth.
is a
straight
hand
up.
job
Are
cheating?
you?
Is a
hold
hand
on,
job
are you
cheating?
currently in a relationship?
Yeah.
How is it?
Lovely.
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 Do you see a future with her?
Oh, hell yeah.
Kids.
Oh, yeah.
So
I know, it's weird.
So,
Yeah, right? This is my
so the
point.
forever
It's
shit.
not that weird. Honestly, I want to
But
talk
see,
about this.
Trust me, I've been. like
We
I
were
said,
just talking about
I
this
used to
actually.
cheat on
Yeah.
girls and
We were
shit,
just
man.
talking
It's
about this.
weird.
I'm getting to a point where, like, and, it's got a lot to do with finding God, but I'm getting to a point where, I used to wanna just like have like 3 wives all over
I
the
love
world.
this shit though.
become a
You remember them
Mormon.
stories, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I used to
Because I
tell
remember
all,
the
like,
like,
days.
plant your
I remember the
seed and
days you
shit.
couldn't talk about God around him.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.
I remember
That's
them
a whole
days, bro.
nother
That's
story, though.
Steve used to say he was a Scientologist.
Bro, I love that. That's
Steve,
growth,
Steve
bro.
one time got our fucking high school to all believe that he was a very devout Scientologist.
Yeah, they also thought that I had a third nipple for a while. So,
Yeah,
you
bro.
know, it turns out our high school wasn't that smart.
Fuck
Yeah, fucking
PMSA.
magnets
Even
go
though they
my
was the
balls.
smart kids,
Right.
Technically,
No, we
smart
was pretty
kids.
smart.
Steve
though.
definitely
Represent.
had 3 nipples and was a Scientologist for like a whole semester.
Yeah, no, I used to frankly just, shit on the idea of religion, but it was just because I had bad associations.
That's
And
good. That's
I've
all.
corrected that, and now I understand, but shit happens, bro. But I think that with finding God and with like having actually a desire to have a relationship with God, I see that like having a deep relationship with one woman for the rest of my life,
The importance of it.
that would be valuable in a way that nothing else can provide value. Like there's
fucking
nothing
rad,
better
man.
there could be nothing better than
I
that.
mean, think about it. And this is coming from me, of course. Let's really think about this, right? What positive factor are you going to get out of fucking having a whole bunch of women, right? Especially if you're talking about like creating with them. What's the positive impact out of that?
Well, the positive impact is that you get to have multiple perspectives on,
Connection.
raising a child and the connections that you have with
I don't
the-
want that with multiple people.
Well,
Here's-
hold on though,
it's a lot.
because polygamy is a thing
Yeah.
historically.
Yeah, there's
So
yeah.
we
Be a
can't
freak,
just-
y'all. Beware.
It's
No,
in
I'm
the
just
Bi- it's
saying.
in the
Shit.
Bible too.
You can't
Actually,
just
honestly.
write it
Polygamy-
off.
I'm not
You
going to shit
can't-
on polygamy.
Yeah.
Right, you can't just you feel me.
It's just
write
not
it off
ideal.
and act like it didn't exist. I mean,
No, for sure,
at some
it
point in
did.
time, you feel me. People was doing that and it worked out.
I wouldn't say it worked out, but here's the thing that I learned.
So what would you say, Steve, if it didn't work out?
What?
You said you wouldn't say it worked out.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it worked. I don't. No,
Why
I wouldn't.
didn't it work out?
It
then?
didn't work out because basically back in the day, polygamy was a thing because, for instance, say a man marries a woman, right?
Educated black
He
man.
marries the woman, and then he dies. Then his brother's like, "Oh shit, your wife is dead. So your husband's dead. So I'm gonna marry you now, and now I have 2 wives because I can support you, and if I don't support you, you're gonna just get raped or you're gonna be a prostitute." You know, so it wasn't necessarily polygamy on the bounds of, oh, we're all happy together. We're just happy fucking having a bunch of kids and shit.
Taking
It was
care of
more so
business.
like the women didn't have any other they didn't have another real option other than marry.
Patriarchy.
They all,
We're
if,
talking about
patriarchy.
2021 right now.
well, no, but he
Well,
was talking about back in time.
Right.
But
I
also
mean,
the
no,
patriarchy
so really,
it still exists. You know,
Yeah.
let's not ignore that.
So are you with it? You with one woman?
Well, so at this point in my life, I'm like, I want to try out dating. I've never dated before. I've always just like entered relationships. Like I met a girl, I entered a relationship. Met a girl, entered a relationship. I guess, I never like had a phase where I was dating.
You want to know some real shit right now?
But let's focus on the question at hand though, because what's something that you used to do that you don't do anymore?
Right. Something that I used to do. Wait, I'm not in a relationship though.
Been in a lot of relationships. Are you in any dealings with any women?
Huh?
Are you in any dealings with any women right now?
Fuck no, I'm dry as fuck right now. Yeah, no, my dick is completely dry.
Here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like
I
wouldn't say I've been in a lot of relationships, but there is a lot of things that I don't do anymore.
Like what?
And that is a result of, you feel me, what happened in my past relationships.
What's one thing?
What Roosevelt told me that he stopped farting because his girl told him not to.
Okay, anyway.
Is that
I'm not
real?
gonna say nothing specific, but you feel
no, this is red motherfucking
gold.
table talk.
Yeah,
no,
bro,
I'm saying I'm not
golden.
finna say nothing specific just because I don't
Okay.
feel like going that deep into detail.
All right, I
but
feel
what
you.
the point I'm
Cocksucker.
trying to get at is dealing with some of these bitches can change you and make you not want to do some of the same shit you
Like
used to
what?
do.
What we
Yeah.
talking
Like
about?
being a
Before
good
you-
guy in some way.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like being a good
Oh,
guy.
So-
Perfect
shit.
example.
So
That's not
that's-
saying that I'm not
That's
a good
perfectly
guy no more.
specific.
But just like, you feel me, being a good guy
Girls
off
may-
rip,
right.
you can't do some of that shit
You're
off
not-
rip.
you're
'cause
not so
you can
trusting
get taken
anymore.
advantage
So,
of.
You used
why
to
you
trust
feel like
girls.
that?
You've been
What do you
soured.
mean why I feel like that? It's
Roosevelt
a result.
used to trust girls a lot more, and now he doesn't.
Yeah, why do you feel like that? I want
listen.
He doesn't
give
trust
us a
my
vague
girl.
answer.
I'm just saying.
His bitches is bitches.
Right. You feel me? You somebody who's been in a lot of relationships would understand exactly
Well,
what
but you
the fuck
gotta
I'm saying.
explain it to the audience,
So
bro.
he-
I'm just what the fuck I'm
Roosevelt
doing.
ran
They
through
don't
a lot of
understand.
What
that.
happened to you that made you think that? Give us a vague answer. You don't gotta be specific.
I brought my all to the table right away, as you feel me. You
Right.
think would be a good thing, and it turned out to,
You're-
oh nigga,
You're on that
two
camera, bro.
cams.
right. It's a whole ass camera right there. Anyway, you feel me? I brought my all to the table right away, and I learned that that's not something that you should do.
What's your
So-
all?
My all,
Yeah,
nigga,
What's your all?
all.
What's your
Literally, it's all of it.
You ain't never make a bitch breakfast though.
I mean,
So
come on,
that's not
Jay.
everything, nigga. You got more work to do.
Alright.
You tripping.
But what's this is a serious topic. Though. What's all?
I mean, listen, I'm like I said before, I'm
have.
not finna
Come
go
on,
into
gentlemen.
detail for the sake of us moving this thing forward.
Okay,
I'm just gonna
fuck
say
it.
all.
I'll let you slide.
You feel
That's
me?
cool.
And
I get the
everybody-
gist of it. I
you
feel
can
like
get that.
the basic answer is one thing that Roosevelt used to do in a lot of relationships is expose a lot of himself. Now he doesn't do so anymore.
Yeah, you can't
Right.
be as vulnerable.
You was getting ganked.
Vulnerable.
You was getting
That's
ganked.
really the fucking
I ain't gonna
word.
say I was getting ganked.
You're not gonna make yourself as vulnerable.
but
You know, you're that boss level. You're not gonna show them your red spot where you can shoot at right off the
yeah,
bat.
you can't. Yeah, exactly. So,
Like, damn,
yeah.
it's a big ass eyeball on you, nigga. I'm about to hit that shit.
Shit, man.
Man, you got a nice hard shell, but I
bitch.
see that eyeball, nigga.
I guess you win the game.
But yeah.
What's some shit I stopped
Yeah.
doing?
What about you?
Bro, since I got in a lot of relationships, I stopped caring about my health, bro, because I felt like
Yo,
like,
okay.
like that's like
that
I'm
was so
definitely
negative,
it's not a
but
good thing, but I've definitely
it's
like
real as fuck though.
I got like it was a point where I was 175 pounds, bro. Ooh, I was looking good.
Steve was cut.
I was looking great. I was pretty ripped. I was running every day, but I went to Thailand and I got so much pussy that I was like, damn, bro, I don't even really like. I lost that drive to be in good shape so I could get pussy. I'm back now. Like now I want to lose weight, but I'm not all the way there. But yeah, I don't know. There was just like some kind of fire in me that was like, you got to be in good shape because if you don't get in good shape, you're never going to get pussy again. And it was
Right.
like, eventually I got to a point where it was like, damn, bro, I've been fucking this girl for like 2.5 years. I can break up with her and I'll be good. But then I got more pussy. So I was like, okay, I'm going to just gain 100 pounds.
So you basically just got so comfortable.
comfy.
Comfortable,
So
bro.
comfy in the pussy that you said, my
made a
balls
mess
ain't
of
even
it.
gotta be clean no more. I
It
can
was a
just
mess.
jump right in there.
Yeah, I got comfy in the pussy. That's exactly what happened, bro. That's exactly
I
what
mean,
the fuck happened.
that it makes sense. I feel
makes
like a lot of people.
So don't fall into that trap,
probably do
guys.
that
Just
shit.
remember that it's not about the women. It's always about you. It's about making yourself who you are, making yourself the best version of yourself. So that's what I lost track of. I was focused on like, I felt like I could be my best self without worrying about my health because I could always work on that later. and now I'm in a deep hole. It's like I'm in debt. It's like the fat on my body is like debt.
Fat debt.
Yeah, I'm like buried. Like I'm buried in
also,
fat debt.
motherfucker, go to the gym in the morning.
I'm gonna go,
Yeah.
bro. I mean, I just been, working on my shit.
We got you on the podcast now.
We'll
Yeah.
be waiting
This
on you in
is
the
fucking
morning.
recorded.
And Trinity finna record in the morning.
Okay, that's
There you
cool.
go.
That
So,
sounds good.
motherfucker.
It's illegal to record in gyms though.
Man,
Oh,
Is
for
it
real?
suck
actually?
a cock.
I didn't know that. For
Fuck
real?
them.
No, it's probably just against the rules.
Okay.
So
That sounds
and you
more
already
believable.
know
You
how
got
they
me with that.
already be tweaking. So
Man,
they
we
probably really gonna be
we
tweaking.
finna
now.
roll with the punches until they tell us to
We gonna
stop.
see what's up with it until Hillside pull up. Like I mean, not Hillside, Elmhurst pull up.
Fuck them. Do we
What's the
gotta
clock
go to
at, Howard? We got
Melrose?
time for one more question?
Yeah, we got one more question.
We
Okay,
gotta
let's
go
do
to
one more. Let's get a good one.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, you funny as hell. Broadview, it ain't in Melrose no more.
What behaviors makes a woman seem entitled?
Right, right.
So many goddamn relationship questions. What about
Yeah, let's
exploding
not
your
do
cars?
relationships this time.
Anyone got any car explosion questions?
I seen the car on
What
fire.
would you
one
buy?
time.
What would you buy if you could splurge?
right
that's
now?
Too, that's,
Right
too,
now?
that's too simple.
That's too simple, I guess.
And what's splurge?
Huh.
Splurge is a
what?
white word for ball the fuck out.
Okay, let's do that. Scroll up. That one's good.
The splurge.
Okay.
Oh,
Male advice, please. My boyfriend has a crush on a coworker. So, if you're, how would you help this girl? Like
Wait.
the girl's boy. Well, that's probably not a good question actually, but we're gonna run with it. So this girl's
know it's a
boyfriend has a
girl?
crush on a coworker. So imagine you're with a girl, right?
Yeah, she's a girl.
And she finds out that you have a crush on one of your coworkers.
uh-huh.
What would you expect your girl to say? How could your girl get you to not fuck that bitch?
I mean, if she got any sense, she'd just, you feel me, leave. I guess the fuck if.
Well, it's just a crush
he's-
though.
But
It's one
what
or the
you
other. It's
said-
either what Roosevelt said or what I was implying with
what
sounds.
you was implying was gonna be my next thing. Like, I would have just
Give
told
him
her,
the sloppy top,
Right.
and just cook his ass some breakfast.
suck,
and just
suck
let
his dick from the back.
Yeah, from the back. Let him
Give him
forget
that good.
everything.
Give him that work.
Let
And
him
if
not
that
wanna
don't
go to
work, shit, you got you an ain't shit nigga on your hands.
Right,
Right.
right,
Right.
right. That's really. That's
What you
it.
think,
That's-
bro?
That's good.
He would probably Ahmad is. There's no saving that bitch at this point.
Right.
That
He's
bitch-
fucking the woman. He's fucking the coworker. he's in.
I have no words.
No, but you're the girl. Let's say you can say you're the girl. You're the girl in the situation. What would you do if your fucking significant other has got a crush on their coworker?
Or let's just say, okay, let's put it the other way around. Let's say your girl has a crush on a male coworker.
Right.
How do you get her? Do you just give up? You've been together 2 years. You were
Like,
thinking about starting a family.
She has a crush.
On a
She
dude.
she has a crush, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Has she took any action on that shit?
she's
Nah,
not.
she's
She hasn't
thinking
told
about
you
it.
yet, but you found out that she has.
But
a
I'm
crush.
saying, has she took any action on anything that she has? Like, have they done anything?
No.
She only sucked his dick a little bit.
Wow. Well, guess what?
Nah.
She belongs to the street.
To the street.
Yo, the
streets.
fucking story
Don't
is
come
so
back
much
to my
darker,
motherfucking
bro.
Right.
household with all that other dick on your mouth. Don't do that. That's a violation.
He gonna say, "Oh, she just sucked his dick a little bit."
Like, nigga, you crazy.
Like what?
Nah, she didn't suck his dick. She just
Blew him a kiss.
she sent him a
I
text.
think any negative way that you're talking to another man,
Oh, they tell.
it don't
he
matter.
told
It
her.
don't matter if they did anything physical. Like, I can't fuck with it, bro. Me
Yeah.
personally.
If she's already thinking about someone else, yeah.
Yeah, if you already thinking about somebody else, it's like I'm
Dip.
already defeated because at that point all it
Bro, you
takes
can win the
is-
heart back, bro. You can
Fuck
win the
that
heart
bitch
back.
though,
Bro,
man. I feel
but
bad
what if
about
it's
this
not-
one. Fuck that.
What
But
if
I
it's
think
not
about it
thinking,
like-
though? What if it's just
Put
like
that
on
bitch-
some? Because niggas gonna look regardless.
Okay, niggas gonna look all day, bro.
But-
I
but
be
to
out. I
entertain
be
the
out with my
thought-
brother wife all the time, bro.
Right.
Niggas be doing the wildest shit to get her attention,
I mean,
and bro,
Nah,
she
here-
is crazy. Like, it's either I'm married or she put a ring in his face.
Right.
Like,
right. But imagine. But here's the
straight
thing.
like that.
If think
It's-
about it this way, like
It's never no.
if your girl had a crush on a nigga that was like, no homo, but extremely attractive, like he's like a 10 out of 10, and she tells you like, man, he's fine as fuck.
She letting
I
you
got
know.
a,
She
I
letting-
got a crush
streets.
on him.
She letting
Fuck
you,
you
but
talking
she letting
about?
you know.
Right.
She letting you
To the
already know.
streets. We
At
don't-
this
That's-
point, and then at the point I'm in my life, just learning from previous mistakes. Bro, somebody tell you who they is, they show you who they is the first time, believe that.
Oh yeah, you gotta take that shit.
You gotta take that shit,
cause
for real. Because like at the end of the day, and it's not all the love in the world. If they have in their mind and they haven't made up that they're about to do something, it's gonna happen, bro.
Right.
It's gonna happen. And I mean, me personally, I haven't been in a lot of relationships. You know, I've been 2 relationships, but just the experiences that I've had in life, nah, bro.
Right. Well, I mean, you've been with plenty of women, though.
A lot of situationships.
A relationship is
you
very
just
vague.
didn't never give none of them the beauty of a relationship.
But like even on the serious ones I've had, like series where I was with these women, right?
Right.
And only them.
Yeah.
That shit taught me so fucking much.
Bro, I learned more from my relationships than probably anything else.
Like that I didn't even think was a thing. I didn't even think was possible. I didn't think it was even able to be done or happen.
Would you say you learned the most from your relationships because you was putting most of your energy towards that?
Yeah, for sure.
Like when you're in a relationship,
you put that shit into your business.
Right. Yeah. When you're in a relationship, especially a good relationship, a lot of your focus,
she feeding
and your
you,
energy
she
go
fucking
to that.
you, she making you feel good.
Yeah.
And you trying to make her feel good. Like,
you're gonna pour into her naturally.
For me, it was a lot of like I was trying to make my girlfriends feel as good as they possibly could, because you know maybe it's not so good, but I was younger and I wanted it to be. I worked on my relationship like I want to learn how to treat a woman really good, so that just in case this doesn't work out, I know what to do later. You know, so I would always be on my best behavior, and I would always be, you know, really giving and really charitable and shit and really nice. And a lot of the time I just got stepped on because of that. So
what did you learn from that, as far as like you say you never have dated, and that's something I've never done. I've never really dated. These 2 last relationships I was in, they just kind of happened just off of on some organic shit. But so like for somebody that's might be listening that haven't dated before, right? Like how are you going into this new space?
I'm going into this new space hoping that being funny is still good enough to get you pussy. You know, I'm hoping that's enough.
It's still hot.
It is. I mean, I imagine so.
Stock.
Yeah, I'm hoping that one's still a hot item. But for the most part, I'm going into it with the idea that I'm not necessarily trying to get pussy. I'm done getting pussy. I don't really want to just get pussy anymore. I want to be able to have somebody that I can depend on to make me feel satisfied emotionally, you know? And that's a big ask, because it takes a lot to like satisfy me in terms of emotion. But
so once you have found that woman that does that, are you ready to settle down?
I'm not ready to settle down, no, but I'm ready. It's not like I'm going to be out fucking other bitches or anything, but I'm not going to say that. Here's the thing. I'm waiting for the point of my life where I'm doing comedy to the point where I'm traveling the country, and I will be fucking bitches at that point. So I'll settle down after that, you know? And you know, maybe not. Maybe I find somebody that's good enough to keep me from doing that shit, but, you know.
It's crazy that you said that. And I'm kind of starting to, you know, dip and dab in the dating life, too. And it's like I feel like right now
this
I'm trying
shit
to find
whack.
somebody.
You hear me?
Yeah. But I'm trying to find somebody that I can depend on to get some pussy. Like literally, that's it. Like,
that shit easy, bro. That's
it's just. But
that's
I think
the
that's
least of my worries.
Hiram, what do you think about this?
Saying,
what do you think?
I feel Hiram. I think you've had a very similar experience to me, and Ahmad is nowhere near this point. Eventually, you get enough random pussy.
Right, and that shit don't excite you no more.
I mean, okay, hold on that shit. I've filled my bottle on that shit, man. It's just like
and people get there though. I've heard that so much. You feel me? Apparently, people get there.
Like that shit is like it's like okay, what can you do for me besides just fuck me?
But
seriously,
but you.
I'm glad I ain't looking for nothing else.
I like sex with my girlfriend. It's wicked.
I feel that.
Nasty shit.
Yeah,
bro. But it's like, but having that one person
is beautiful.
Like when you fucking these hoes, you gotta fuck with limits.
Right.
Like I mean, it depends on how much of a nasty nigga you are, though. Like,
Fucking
I mean,
lemons.
you gotta fuck with limits.
It's like
I'm
a
not with
busted
that
car.
shit.
I mean,
Bitch,
you know,
I'm
ain't
trying to
nobody
get
doing
nasty.
all those.
You hear
Come
me?
on, G. You know, ain't nobody
But see,
doing
nasty.
I enjoy it.
So-
But when I was there though, that shit was fun as fuck, man. I was,
But also,
it was great. It was
I
exciting.
mean, but like the whole, just fucking whole, that shit gets old,
it gets,
bro.
it gets,
Right.
ti- it
I
gets,
be
it gets
feeling
tiring
old
like
as fuck
everything.
sometimes. When I be saying that to myself, I just be like, bro, like
it's not about being old. It's about being matured.
It's
like,
just like
think
that
about,
shit.
It's
I
like
really
nowadays
want
I don't
that.
eat that much sugar.
I
Right.
want that next step with somebody. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, even in my previous situation, it's just like we talked about yesterday.
But personally,
Like-
I think it's a big thing for like not to say like, because I feel like you haven't yet. You seem like you act like you haven't gotten enough pussy yet.
Like, no, I have. That's the thing.
I don't know, bro.
I'm good.
I don't know about that.
I'm right, bro. I'm really
Your ass
good.
be
He
feeding
preaching
for
all
some
this.
pussy, bro.
I'll be good.
Yeah.
I really be good.
Yeah.
I really like. I'm not
Man.
saying like I'm ready to settle down and get married.
I
but
think. Well, here's my theory though. I think for a lot of
Hoeing
men,
around.
I think for a lot of men, it's a problem
He's
of
the hoe.
like, you know, I think relationships come in stages. You know, like you go through certain stages of the relationship, and if you go to, say, you make it to stage 3, right? Like you make it to stage 3, which is probably like a 2-year relationship, like a decent foundational relationship where you guys are building something, but you're not sure if it's definitely going to work out.
Mhm.
So you make it to that stage of the relationship, but I think that some people, if that relationship fails, they'll just go back to step 1 and then they'll just repeat. They'll keep playing. It's like a video game. Like they'll just keep playing
Right.
step 1 over and over
Right.
again. Like, I'm going to find a girl and get some pussy. I'm going to find a girl and get some pussy. I'm going
Right.
to find a girl and get some pussy
That
until I
shit's
figure out.
exhausting.
But I
until
feel like
figure out how
once
to
you're
navigate.
not, once, like you said,
Step
once
one
it gets to the
sucks.
point where you're not looking for no type of substance within, it's a revolving door that you're never going to step out of.
Right. Yeah.
And I mean, but that's the thing. It's like,
But the ones with
But when you
with-
step in
there's
the lobby, you feel it. You know what I mean?
yeah. And when there's more to it, you also end up, there's like, it's like you can step out of the revolving door into a fucking escalator that just goes up and down. You know, it just never stops.
and
MC
just
you
go
know,
to
so
the
it's
same
like
2 floors.
You can just go to the same 2 floors over and over again. So it's like you can end up just because you made it out of the revolving door, that doesn't mean you're not still stuck. You know.
I'm dating wrong, and I know that, but that's okay.
What do you think you?
What do you
That's
mean by
okay.
What do you mean by dating
I'm-
wrong?
Dating, I mean, when you date somebody, you supposed to, you feel
You
me?
just drain them of pussy.
She's
like,
he just fucking.
You just no. You supposed to. Okay, when you date somebody, you supposed to
I'm
like. You're supposed
No.
to learn about yourself and what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah,
Right.
100%.
That's the point.
So
of it.
do you
Dating
not
should be
think you're
about you
doing
two.
that?
No, I'm not doing that. I
No,
know
he's
I'm
just-
not doing
You're
that.
right.
So okay,
That's
so,
a real ass
so,
answer.
So
right there.
like I tell you all the time, right? Like, why do you feel like you're at a place where you might be thinking something, but you're not going to say it, especially to a woman. If you feeling some kind of way, why don't you speak on it?
I mean, if I'm feeling some kind of way, I'm gonna speak on it. Like, what you mean?
I'm intoxicated.
Well, what did you say about that? You said she told her man. or
Oh
some
yeah,
shit?
she definitely fucking told him that
she had a
or
crush?
He told her.
So what you doing? I mean,
To me, that wait, what you talking about?
what you doing?
for, like,
your
the
your
dating
girl
shit?
come to you and say,
Bro, that's a sign of the streets, bro.
"That's a sound of the
That's a sign of the
street."
streets.
but you been with her for a minute, bro. She's like,
Bro,
yo,
that
everything.
don't mean,
Bro.
bro. Time, I don't know. For
Bro,
me, I don't know.
Time, yes, time is deep. Like bro, I understand the time thing. Like that, and that shit hits you 10 times harder when you sit there and you think about just
The
fuck
wasted
the
time.
money. It's the time that be pissing me off. It don't be the money I done spent on you. Like none of that shit, bro. You gonna get that back. Like
Time is
but
worth
you
more
would
than
never
money.
get time back. You would never fucking get time back.
Right,
You
yeah.
can make all the fucking money in the world, even if you didn't spend a dime on her. But people like to bring up the money thing. So that's why I'm saying that. But I'm just saying the time. I don't give a fuck what kind of world you live in. You would never get that back.
It's not just the time that you spent with her. It's the time you spent thinking about her,
Yeah.
building your future. Because I remember
Just the
going
mental
through that.
real estate itself.
Right. The amount of like undoing. I had to like unlearn
And I'm
all
telling
of that,
you,
all of
I
the
got
habits.
a motherfucker that live in my head rent free.
Yo,
Yeah,
ass,
we all
yo
know
ass
about
is
that.
poison.
Currently,
Yeah.
currently. So I know from that, bro. And it's sometimes you just feel so drained, bro. Like sometimes I wake up and I just, dog. Like I'm being real right now, bro. Like you just don't want to do shit,
Right.
And like sometimes that's why like I gotta go work out. Boom.
feel that.
I wish, like,
Positive.
what the
You know-
fuck is up with that? How the fuck do people get that gene where
I-
they're just
I
like,
have
I gotta
to.
go work
I
out?
have
Got
to.
that shit.
I have to. Whether that's going to the gym with him now that I'm back here, or that's going to the gym and I gotta kick a motherfucker in their face. I gotta get kicked in my face. I
Right.
gotta do that adrenaline rush that helps me get
Yeah.
through.
Just take
my
your mind
stressor.
off the shit.
Yeah, bro.
And get the stresses
so,
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but other than that, that's a huge part though that I feel like nobody talks about though. Like just getting past that.
Mhm.
You know, like you said, that's a mental state that some people aren't ready to be within.
Right. I feel that.
Like,
But we gotta end this podcast.
oh, it's this bitch long.
But
Yeah, it's a good
let's
conversation.
Hiram, just to close it out. We're not gonna talk too much about this video, but play. Go to the links for me real quick.
I'm
'Cause
curious
one
where
is-
we at in terms of time.
this is what happens when y'all be
we're like an
drinking
hour
all
and
that
40.
alcohol and shit.
Yeah, we just broke an hour 40.
that-
40.
That's what happened. Y'all need to stay the fuck off that
So
drink.
play
Low-key,
Skinhead. So
yeah.
I just want you guys to
Okay.
see this. I wanted Ahmad to specifically see this one on the podcast because this is just fucked up. This is really fucked up, bro. It's not funny.
It's
Some
just
jail
not funny.
shit. What's going on, man?
Oh, this is some jail shit.
It's
All
kind of
right,
funny.
Steve.
Honestly, it's like a fucking the Benny Hill theme music should be playing during this.
But is it or is it just CCTV?
It's CCTV, just
God
play it.
damn
Basically, a skinhead caught these niggas lacking in prison.
Oh no.
Never.
Oh, there we go.
Ain't shit funny about that, dog.
Yeah, it's not pretty funny.
That's not funny at all.
Bro,
Holy shit, bro. What the
he's
fuck?
sticking and moving. And it's 3 of them.
They're old.
Man, move.
It's just fucked up that this happened. It's honestly just absurd. And I wonder if they were compensated for
I wonder
this.
why they ain't gang up on them.
Well, they're chained
That's
to the
the-
table.
Oh,
They're chained to the
yeah.
table.
You guys are not
Fuck.
noticing.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he paid a
You
guard.
think he's like super white man or some shit? Like he's just nah.
he paid a guard to get not cuffed to a table there.
That's wild as fuck,
And
bro.
now
This is just extremely fucked up. So I just wanted to show you guys this video 'cause it's
Yo.
absurd.
Why we ended on this, bro? That's fucked up.
what the fuck kind of yo, Steve?
Oh well,
These
shit.
niggas just got stabbed and they defenseless as fuck. That's
Well, they're not-
wild as hell.
Well, but they probably
The
got
funniest
out.
thing about this shit, the only funny thing about this,
Bro, this is
Steve,
some wild shit.
Hell yeah.
Hold on. I'm thinking like, why the fuck are they running around? Like this.
I didn't even know that they was handcuffed. I was like,
I'm like, why the fuck they ain't body his ass?
I
right
thought
now?
they was trying to move as a group. Or
Yeah. Shorty,
Bro,
it's the
this
act.
nigga,
It's the acky, shorty.
Right,
Right.
that's all that is.
It's the
bro.
alcohol.
Like they're like, oh
you
shit.
fucked up.
This
We
wild,
can't take
bro.
this nigga by ourselves.
That's wild as fuck.
We gotta
bro.
wait for backup.
what a show ending, man.
Anyway, let's go ahead and end the podcast. Ahmad, do you have anything to plug, man? What's going on?
Can I pick a different video? To
Okay,
end
yeah, let's end it on something else.
What the?
Do plummet. We have to do that one. Just do
Plummet? I was
Yeah.
gonna go retired.
That one's not. Yeah, no. Do plummet. Plummet is a good one to end on for sure.
Yeah, all right. Let's end off on some comedy.
That
Alright,
shit was
Ahmad.
just wild as hell.
Y'all gonna love this.
This is
I
not
picked this
CNN.
one specifically for y'all. Y'all gonna
Alright.
enjoy this a lot.
On a funny
Let's just
note,
play it through
let's
quickly.
end this episode. Thanks for listening, and let's watch one more funny thing.
What's up?
Damn. Hell no.
She's just down.
Now how she gonna break somebody's shit and she can't
fat
even get
people
off the
falling.
floor?
That's a great way to end it.
Yeah, can we? I'm gonna watch it one more time just because I can't help myself. But that's a great episode ender.
All right, Ahmad. So go ahead. While this fat lady's getting pushed down, go ahead and plug what you're working on, man.
So I'm sorry, y'all.
You got
I got distracted. I got
iconic
him.
mobile home services.
Anything mobile home related.
Anyone selling a mobile home?
Yeah.
Hit us up.
Anybody selling a mobile home, looking for mobile homes on land, looking for mobile homes inside a park. All ages welcome. If they need to be moved, I'm also open to that. Looking for any land for sale, large acreages, plots of land, 10 acres or more. Call me. Send me an email, iconicinvestmentsgroup@gmail.com. I have an ebook that's available, How to Invest in Mobile Homes with No Money.
Ebook.
What's your Twitter, bro?
That's dope.
Twitter, Mobile Home Trapper.
Boom.
Investwithahmad.com. You can purchase the ebook.
So if you want to learn how to do mobile home investing and shit like that, definitely hit Ahmad on Twitter because he's doing great in this. And I'd never heard of it before, so I think it's definitely a good idea.
Appreciate you, everybody. Yeah, I'll have a course soon.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah.
All right. So Roosevelt available at
Y'all already know. Y'all can follow me at Mr. Williams _IV. That's Roman numeral 4. Damn, I keep taking the fucking mic. That's on IG though.
Yep. And you can find me at Steve is Black. Make sure you check out the Highlights channel and Big Boy Podcast. So the Highlights channel is My Black Friends Podcast Highlights. And then Big Boy Podcast is available right here on the same channel. If you're not watching on YouTube, it's on the YouTube channel. It's named Steve. There should be a link to it somewhere. Just type in My Black Friends Podcast into YouTube and you'll find us. I think, hopefully. I mean, I don't know how the SEO works. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This has been fun. All right, thanks for coming in, Ahmad. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we're done.
All right.